too. And unfortunately, the National League, which I'm not impressed. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to have to. But I could not do this alone. So who have I brought with me tonight? I have got the brilliant Claire. How are you, Claire?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good apart from football. I really don't want to talk football. I just want to find out where you've been this week and where's Claire.
It's Matt Farley's second podcast, so that means that today got to do his initiation song for us, hasn't it, today?
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm confident.
Come on, then.
I'm confident.
Come on, that's it then.
What, right now?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, man, you put me on the spot here. Okay, I got it. How long am I going for?
As long as you want.
I'll do a little 10-second vocal. Should we do it?
Go on.
Oh, you've made me go nervous. I don't normally get nervous. Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm in the summer of 69. Oh, yeah. Me and my baby is 69. Oh, yeah. There you go. Was it good?
Woo! Well done. Smash
there we go.
it. Simon Cowell will come knocking at your door tomorrow, Matt.
Well, he better, because I want to be a millionaire. So if he does, then it gets me to fast trajectory at owning Stevenage Football Club. So that's what we're aiming for. You know what I mean? In the Premier League.
Oh, imagine.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Imagine. You know? I love it. And how are you anyway?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm well happy to be here, as always, with you two beautiful young ladies. So, I'm really happy to be here. Like, you know me, I'm absolutely over the moon that my team's playing League One and we're 7th and we're, having this great season. We've got a massive game against Derby on Saturday, which is just a little bit surreal. I remember when Stevenage were, bottom of League Two a few years ago and Derby were, in the Championship. So that's a bit surreal to be playing them in a League One game on Saturday. But, yeah, things are good with me. I'm going to New York next Sunday, so I'm buzzing for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, first ever time to America. It's been my dream since I was a little boy to go to America, and I'm going to New York next Sunday. So, really excited about that. But, happy to be here.
Love it.
Are you proposing?
I am already engaged,
Oh.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, it would have been good, wouldn't it? But no, I'm already engaged.
Do it again to get a free meal while you're out there. It works.
Or a free upgrade.
Oh.
Propose the aisle of the airplane.
Could you imagine if, I went to, the counter, right, to drop the bags off and check in. And I was like, oh, I'm secretly proposing to my partner. And the person was like, hang on a sec, I do listen to the Absolute Football podcast, right? And I know what your game is. Crap. Do you know what I mean? But no, I'm so excited. Oh my God, just to go and see everything. I've got so much booked. I'm going to see the NFL, ice hockey, basketball, seeing 9/11, got a Statue of Liberty thing booked. Just excited for it. I'm just going to literally all I'm going to do, go out there, enjoy it, eat, get drunk, and just wear Stevenage Football Club gear and just promote the club. Now that is my week entirely.
Get drunk. Take out a mortgage before you go.
I know the expenses over there are quite,
It's a place like nowhere else.
Yeah, I know. I've saved for a long time, so I'm hopeful that I'll be okay. But yeah, no, I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. So yeah, no, I've just got a lot going on. Just every week now. It's just, busy. But yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, no, good to hear. And you never know. Claire might make an appearance in a rain mac on Where's Claire in New York with you. Who knows?
Could you imagine, right? I get a selfie of the Statue of Liberty and just got Claire there. Like that.
You missed
But the
sauna with Steve Evans.
She was.
Really?
Yeah. In the coats.
You leave our gaffer alone, Claire. You keep your hands off him. Your hands off him.
I'm not me.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sam as well, we have got Sam in the chat. He's put, looking forward to tonight's show. The team will be starting short. Yeah, we're a little bit late. Sorry, guys. Hope everyone in the chat's doing well. Aled has put, yes, doing well after seeing a quote ad on YouTube before clicking on this. I love it. Mr. Luke as well. Oh, Mr. Luke, do you really have to be in tonight? I love you, but my God, that game on Tuesday, I'm not happy. He has put, I'll read everyone, not late for this one. Upvol's comeback boys in black and white. Thanks for that.
All right.
I know. We've got Graham, as always, evening in the chat, people. We've got Phil, evening all. Yeah, we've got a lot of people in the chat, so we do appreciate that, and please keep interacting. Should we get talking some football?
Let's do it, Cha. Let's do it.
We will start with the Championship. So Friday night's game, I don't blame them for calling it off. Very bad weather conditions, wasn't it? Rotherham versus Ipswich was postponed. Saturday's 12:30 kickoff was Preston 1, Millwall 1.
Preston are on the way down a little bit now, aren't they? I think they have the, they have the.
Definitely.
What was the game where like the goalkeeper like went up? Was that Preston Southampton?
Yeah,
or am I thinking of the wrong game?
Last night was it Mizuno when he scored?
Was it last night?
Yeah, it was either last night or Tuesday, I think.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that was Preston, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a moment.
Millwall as well, obviously have got rid of a manager, haven't they? They've been struggling compared to obviously last season. Did they get playoffs or miss out on playoffs? Did they get playoffs? Millwall. Can't remember.
No, I don't think they did.
Did they just miss out?
Yeah, I think they missed out.
Yeah.
I don't think they got in.
But yeah, Preston, as we mentioned, I think it's a squad depth as well, isn't it, with Preston? They've not got obviously the largest of squads, and obviously coming up to the time now where there's going to be a lot of fixtures, especially over Christmas. So yeah, I think for a bit on the drop a bit, aren't they, Preston? Blackburn 1, Cardiff 0. Good win for Blackburn.
Yeah, not too bad that. Yeah, Cardiff. It's a difficult one in the Championship, isn't it? Because I always feel with the Championship, I feel like it's a bit different to League 1 and 2. I feel like when you look at the Championship, the results are always quite consistent. But then when you look at League 1 and League 2, like every game is like really difficult. Do you know what I mean? Like look at Leicester, for example. Like them and Ipswich are just like tromping the league at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's just, and to be fair, I know Portsmouth are in our league at some point, but well, somewhat. But I always find that with the Championship, yeah, good though. There are some really good results in there actually, but yeah, Blackburn to beat Cardiff, yeah, Blackburn are good at home, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. A team that aren't doing very well as well. Obviously, Bristol City beat Coventry 1-0. Coventry are really struggling at the minute, aren't they? I know they've got a few injuries, but yeah, they're not getting points at all. And I'm pretty certain as well they lost midweek.
Yeah. It must be gutting for them because they were like on the cusp of Premier League football, and then they're now. Do you know what I mean? It's like the response from that kind of final loss has somewhat probably killed them, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's
obviously
probably the Coventry.
Losing Hamer as well. He went to Sheffield United, didn't he? So
there we go.
Yeah, I think obviously that's a big loss for them. But I've noticed with Coventry and a few seasons as well, they are like a second half of the season team, aren't they? Where they'll start quite slow, and then towards the second half of the season, that's when they put a run together.
Yeah. The thing is, it's still, I know it's, well, I say it's still somewhat early. I mean, we're kind of at that bracket now because we're coming to the midpoint of the season, but there still is a lot of games, isn't there? So again, you just never know with sides like that, big sides with money, etc. But it is interesting because we're getting into that mid part of the season now where the league starts to formulate and we start to know who's going to be where and who's going to be competing for promotion, who's going to be fighting to stay up, etc. So they need to turn it around quickly because they don't want to become part of that. Sorry, are you giggling again?
What was that, Claire?
That's me grinning that we're up there.
I just saw you like.
Look at her. Oh my God, that's scary. Don't ever do that again. Oh my God. Hang on, everyone. Just be careful. The camera could flip at any moment on Claire.
yeah.
It could go. Just be careful. Put the blinkers on. We'll end up somewhere.
Just going back to the chat as well. I am sorry, Simon. I really didn't mean to rub it in. He's put thanks for rubbing it in, Sha. He's a Coventry fan. Mr. Luke also agreeing with you, Matt. Coventry must have been still having PTSD from the playoff final. Yeah, that can have a massive effect on it, can't it? Plus, they have signed quite a few new players, haven't they, Coventry? And like we said, I know they've got quite a few injuries. Mr. Luke's put the viewers are dropping now. I think it was because of you, that Claire. It's getting cheeky.
100%.
I just want to know what Sean is on about, because he said before in the chat, surprised we've got Claire after what I went through midweek. I don't really know what I went through. Must have forgotten about it.
I'm intrigued now.
Let me mute while the baby's crying.
No problem. In the chat as well, Simon's put, we had to replace a lot of new players and have F-all in midfield. Bless him. Not good, but hopefully we'll get better for Coventry. Huddersfield 2, QPR 1. Huddersfield are picking up points, aren't they, recently? QPR, I think, they were one of my favourites to struggle this season, to be fair. They have the last couple of seasons, haven't they, QPR?
Yeah, I can't believe it, actually, because I was looking at, when I was watching the highlights last night to watch us in League One at Bristol on Tuesday night, I saw where QPR are in the table, and I was like, oh my God, we could be playing them next season in League One. Like, that would be, what on earth? So, yeah, they're right down there, aren't they, QPR? God, but again, I think you'll find, and this is all the way through the Football League, you get it Championship League One, you get it League Two, you'll get a few teams that flirt with the relegation places, and then they eventually go, unless you have a massive turnaround. And QPR now have kind of been flirting with those places for a good few years. Is it their time to go? It could be. So, yeah, struggling. They'll need to turn it around, but I'd love to go to Loftus Road next season in League One watching Stevenage. That'd be incredible. I'd love it.
Oh, man. I remember going with Dale, and it was actually, I think it was the EFL Cup, and obviously we went and, yeah, we actually beat them. It was so good. That was a good old times under Keith Hill, so it's not happened in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Impressive.
really struggling at the minute, doesn't it?
Yeah. Claire as well, Shawnee said because of that burger.
Oh, luckily that wasn't my burger, but yeah, that was horrendous.
What burger was it?
So my friend's son came with me on Tuesday, and at crib he got a cheeseburger, and I can't show you now because I'm on my phone, but it was literally like grey.
No!
It looked like maggots or worms, like on us. Like, have a look.
So basically, right, I'm going for a bit of a weird thing at the minute, right? No, it's nothing bad or anything, but like, so because of all my calories, I'm running every day and training and trying to get the figure back, right? How do I say it? Like, whenever I talk about food now, like, I just get invested, and you could be talking about like the crappiest food in the world, and I just want to talk about it because I'm just hungry. So as soon as you said burger, I was like, oh, like, what burger did you have? Like, I'm in that zone now of like
food poisoning in a bar.
Oh.
I thought he was going to go, yum.
Yeah. Yum. Yum. Yummy. Jeez. You lot. I love the both of you. Do you know that? You two are great. I love you.
We love you too.
It's boys, Matt Farley. Go Farley. Farley's back. Farley.
Phil said that burger looked utterly minging.
Hey, Philip, remember the state of you on Tuesday?
Oh, funny. Oh, Lisa says that she loves you as well, Matt.
Oh, Lisa, I love you, darling.
I love you.
I love you, darling.
I can't remember which game we were on. We're on Huddersfield, weren't we? Next game, Hull 1, Southampton 2. Picking up a bit of form again now, Southampton, because obviously they've lost some key players, but they're picking up points again. Good result for them, considering Hull have been on quite a good run, haven't they, as well, the start of the season.
Yeah.
They've been
Do you know what,
surprising
though? I saw a video, and I've got a mate who's a Leeds fan, and I go up to see him now and again. The two people that met on holiday a few years ago, and he's come to watch Stevenage, and I've been up to watch Leeds. And he told me about this, but I'll go on YouTube and type in Hull City anthem, right? And this was, I don't want to offend any Hull City fans, but this song that I listened to was the worst song I had ever heard at a football game. And basically, it wasn't even the song, it was what the fans were doing. So they were singing, "You're being mauled by the Tigers." And when they were doing it, right, they were doing this. They were going, "You're being mauled by the Tigers."
No.
I was like, what? Why? Why is that being sung at a championship game of football? And I don't know if it was this one, but it was a recent game. They're all doing that in the away. And I'm like, what are they doing? Why? But yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really
fair play.
weird.
Fair play to him. It's creative. I'll give him that.
Mr. Luke in the chat as well has put, ever since Gareth Ainsworth has went to QPR, he hasn't been the same that he was at Wickham. Yeah, that's true. I completely agree.
Hey, look who else is in good form. Moving on to them next, Middlesbrough, doing well good at the minute, aren't they?
You were saying, no, weren't you, Claire, that they were actually playing really good stuff, but they were just struggling to score. But obviously, they've hit a bit of form now, and they're definitely climbing the table. I know we'll get onto them next, but I think they won in midweek as well.
Yeah, they did, yeah. I think what happened was Michael Carrick showed him a clip of the Absolute Football podcast where saying that they were playing really well and soon they'll start hitting some really good form, and it made the confidence go.
It must have been.
Claire was the inspiration. Or they just showed all the players, "Where's Claire?" And
she
had it on it. Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine they got a picture of Claire on the wall now in her jacket, like zipped up. "Where's Claire?" They stick her around the training ground, like, do you know what I mean? Claire's the inspiration to Middlesbrough's turnaround. Who would have thought that?
I just snort laughed. Oh my God, that hurt my nose.
You just snorted, did you say?
Snort laughed. So I laughed but snorted at the same time and hurt my nose.
Oh my God, did you? You sound like a pig over here in the great
Peppa Pig.
Charles Pepper Pigging up near Manchester at the minute while we're currently recording the Greater Manchester scene. She's snorting, hosting.
Oh, I am.
Both crying, laughing.
Oh, I know. Simon's put Birmingham City really feeling the Wayne Rooney effect. I mean, I didn't get that to start with. I mean, why get Wayne Rooney when the manager before that was doing a perfectly good job? They were in the playoffs. Then they get the big name and then this happens. Who would have thought it? Me.
It just didn't make sense, like, at all. At all.
Didn't. Completely agree. Next game as well, Norwich 2, Leeds United 3.
I saw something about that game. That, like, Norwich fans, like, were, like, chanting and winding up the Leeds fans, and then Leeds went and scored, like, a really late winner. So they were just like, I don't know. I'm making it sound crap.
Yeah. What? Sorry, I was confused where you were going with that one. Then,
basically, the Norwich fans were goading Leeds fans about it being a draw or something, and then went and scored a late goal.
I tell you what, I did see. I did see an Ipswich fan in the away end wearing the Ipswich shirt. So when the winner went in, he was like that.
Wasn't it?
Sorry?
Was that at a different game though?
No, I think it was that game.
Really?
That's funny.
Yeah. What a lad.
Oh, man. What do we all think of Leeds anyway? Do you think they'll be up there come the end of the season? Because they're a bit of a weird team, aren't they? They started off quite slow, but they seem to have obviously strengthened.
Ask me more at Christmas.
As soon as it's Christmas, that's going to be my first question. No hi, no introduction. Are Leeds going to do well?
Oh, my God. She'll go, ask me at Easter.
Ask me at the end of the season.
Yeah. Literally. Ask me if the game's a go. I think they will.
I think it will be nearer the playoffs than automatics.
Yeah.
I think Leeds will be up there. Yeah. Yeah, Leeds will be there somewhere, whether it's playoffs or max. They'll be knocking on the door. There
is a lot of love for you tonight, Matt.
Is there?
Yeah, a lot of love. Everyone's loving you.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm a bit weird. And do you know what's really weird with me, right? So, I'm going to sound really thick saying this, but people have said this to me at the football club. So they're like, Farley, like, we know that you're normal, but like, you're not. But like, we all know that you're not, but because we all know you're not right, like, it's normal. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
Yeah.
They're like, you're weird, but like, because it's you, we just know it's normal.
I love that. People say that about me as well.
And say
I don't know. I just love to live life. You've got to enjoy it, haven't you? We're only here once. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, ladies?
Exactly. Did any of you see this video as well, what Sean is talking about? I saw it on Twitter. Did you see the Millwall fan who robbed a sign out of a fan's hand? That was so funny.
I haven't seen that.
Stop taking signs asking for players' shirts. And even worse, stop making your kid hold it up so that you can get the shirt. That is absolutely outrageous. Like, ridiculous. And that happened.
I'm going to be really honest, though. If I ever went to an England game, I would hold up a sign asking Mason Mount for his top. I'd be like, Mason Mount, can I have your shirt, please?
Really?
I love Mason Mount.
I thought you were going to say Jack Grealish. Everyone loves him, don't they?
If you ever did, never show your face in public again.
Even if I got the shirt?
Even if you got the shirt.
Oh, she's turned the camera off. She's serious. She's really...
Oh, my gosh.
I've offended her.
You're that, Claire.
Mr. Luke has put in the chat, if Birmingham City keep on dropping down the table with Rooney in charge, the fans will most likely turn on the board, which isn't good. Yeah, it just mind blows me how they've done that and changed the manager because they were doing really well.
It just is like Salford. Like,
exactly.
Go for it. It's not healthy. You need some consistency.
Yeah, I mean they've got Tom Brady as their owner now, haven't they, Birmingham?
Do you know what's frustrating? Sorry, Claire, go on.
Manager was just utterly pathetic.
It was,
and it was literally just to get Wayne Rooney. Like, nah.
It's not even really done much, has it, Wayne Rooney? I know obviously he did some stuff at Derby, but it weren't a lot, really, was it?
As long as they don't come for Big Steve.
Freaking Big Steve. I know.
You leave him alone.
Stevenage Gregs are still begging him to stay.
You leave him alone. Oh my God, by the way, I'll talk about it later, but if you get a chance, go and watch our interview. The club's interview of him today. He had a bugle on him. I won't say anymore, it's brilliant.
A what?
A bugle, like a trumpet.
He was playing it.
So, there's more context to it. It's a long story, but if you get a chance, go and watch the interview. It's very funny.
I will.
Oh, funny. Next game, we have Stoke 2, Sunderland 1. They've picked up a bit of bad form at the minute, Sunderland, haven't they? They were obviously flying, and then they've lost the last couple of games. Stoke picking up points, so they were really struggling.
Yeah.
Good win for Stoke.
Yeah, do you know what as well? Stoke have won 2 in a row now because obviously they beat
Yeah.
Leeds last night. I watched the end of that on telly as well, and Leeds missed a penalty and then Stoke would have won it with 5 minutes to go. So, yeah, Stoke got 2 wins in a row. I tell you what about Stoke as well. They've beaten 2 good sides there in Sunderland and
They
Leeds.
have.
So,
They have.
yeah, you might see a real increase in Stoke now. But, yeah, Sunderland won't be happy with that losing to them at the time, that's for sure.
Yeah, but Sunderland seems to be having a bit of a blip as well at the minute.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm.
I agree.
Stoke.
What's that? Sorry, Claire?
Stoke.
That face.
Sorry, do that face again.
That light show before the game was pathetic. We need to remember that it's going to a football match. You're not going to a concert. You're not going to a gig. You're not going to a show. You're going to watch the football. A light show does not belong at the football. It's aesthetic, and they look awful. Just stop it. Stop thinking that you're a.
It was like when it was all going on. It was like Tyson Fury was about to walk around the corner.
Yeah,
With the,
it was.
I was like, sorry, there's a boxing event going on. Like,
They're not happy with the light show as well in the chat. Graham says that they should have a points deduction for that.
Quite right.
Can I ask as well? Can I ask why is it always that bloody song as well? Darude Sandstorm. Have you noticed that all the grounds, whenever the game starts to get going, they all go. So why that song? Like there's so many other songs. You know, maybe Freed from Desire, maybe, or why is it always Darude?
That. Do you know something that I noticed at Crew on Tuesday night, and it was weird? Do you know when you score and you go da 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 da? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crew that when they got a corner.
Oh wow!
Really?
Once they were celebrating corners like they'd scored a goal.
Apparently at Fleetwood they play Cats in Pugwash. Apparently so. We play them in November, but
goal music should be banned.
I'm trying to think what we play. What do we play?
You don't play goal music, do you, Farley?
Oh, we do. What do we play? I'm trying to think. Oh, my mind's gone blank. Sorry?
You play goal music?
No. Oh, I've gone blank. I feel like we do, but I'm trying to think back to the last game we had. No, we do. It goes. Oh, my mind's gone blank. We do play something. We do. What do we play? I'm trying to think.
Have a word.
I'm trying to think back.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, but we are quite a small club.
Well, if you're playing goal music, you're not just a small club. You're bloody tin pot.
Hang on. Sorry, coming from it, we're in League One.
Yes, but if you're playing goal music, you're tin pot.
How are we tin pot?
Because you play goal music.
Yeah, but we're League One. That's all that matters, Claire.
Mr. Luke has put in a chat, Halifax, Hartlepool and Scunthorpe have goal music, which is awful.
So do Walsall. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it.
This latest comment, goal music is for clubs who have poo fan bases and can't create an atmosphere. That's just for you, that Farley. You're talking about that little club that can't create an atmosphere. So have a word with your fans to make a better atmosphere so you don't need it.
No, I just think, gets the people going.
Yeah, because they can't create their own atmosphere.
We do create our own atmosphere.
We'll stop playing goal music.
Maybe the chairman fancies a little sing-along when it hits the back of the onion bag, Claire.
Tell the chairman to get in the bin.
No, he's a great chairman.
Not if he allows goal music.
He's a brilliant chairman. The chairman has even had the capacity to get and make sure that all the stands are covered, Claire. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, that's tin pot for you. Oh, sorry, we can't employ workers to just go up there and just put something over a roof just to make sure that everyone's dry. You know, we talk about tin pot.
Darling, there's no point in putting a roof over your goal if you're about to have a ground redevelopment from your billionaire owner.
In Stockport, fantastic.
No, where was Accrington, you muppet?
Accrington?
Yeah.
Oh.
Babe, Swansea City one.
I'm just letting you do your thing, and I can't even butt in or argue because I'm a Rochdale fan, so I'll just let you have your say because I'm not having anything turned round on me. So Swansea City 1, Leicester City 3. I think we're all expecting this, aren't we? I think we've said time and time again how strong Leicester are, how we all think already that they're going to win the league, even though it's not many games in. Same old, same old. So we'll move on to Watford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
Doing really
expected. Not doing well, have they?
Watford inconsistent, but you'd expect them to win that against Wednesday.
100%. Oh, there's Mr. Luke coming for me now. We outsung for 1k plus Rochdale fans in attendance, even though we had 129 fans. Not a clue why some Rochdale fans chucked a flare in the 16th minute when taking a lead. Because we have idiot fans. That's why. Because some of them don't know how to behave, so that's why they threw flares. That's all I can say. And we don't really score very often. Or we do score, we just don't hold on to a lead. Yeah, Simon, I totally agree. Just give Leicester the title now.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Lisa is agreeing with me in the chat about the fans. She is right. Thanks, Lisa. But yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, not doing very well. I think they'll finish bottom, to be honest. I can't see them picking up many points this season.
Yeah.
Going straight back down. Are we all in agreement?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, not looking good for them. And don't really talk about 0-0 draws often. So West Brom 0, Plymouth 0.
Meh.
Good point for Plymouth, to be fair.
Meh.
They've been struggling, haven't they? That's all we'll say. Oh, Graham has put a question to us in the chat. Who's getting less points this year, Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday?
Oh, Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield United.
No. Both going to end up on the same. Just mixed it up.
Level.
The same.
Level. Oh, do you know what? So one of my mates has just messaged me. It's just come through. He's just come through, right? And he's just gone, this is in capitals. He's gone, Farley, what are you... Oh, hang on. No, there we go. He's gone, Farley, what are you on about? We don't play any music. Oh, there you go.
God for that.
There you go. No, we don't. I thought we did, because I was a bit like, we used to about 7 years ago, but we don't anymore.
Well, that makes our argument pretty pointless then.
I know. You just spent however long having an argument and...
Oh, it's deaded it now, isn't it?
The right moody.
Mr. Lucas put Leicester too strong for the championship, shouldn't have been relegated. Completely agree. Lisa thinks Sheffield Wednesday.
Go on, Lisa.
Phil thinks Sheffield Wednesday. Simon thinks Sheffield Wednesday. And then the Graham's put, careful you don't get splinters there, Shah. Sat on the fence like that. I just thought I'd be different because obviously Claire went Sheffield United, Matt went Sheffield Wednesday, so I thought, do you know what? I'll go completely different.
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong.
Sorry, was that... Did you just sneeze then?
Yeah.
That was the craziest achoo I've ever heard. Achoo!
Oh, funny. We'll just flick through these results as well now for Championship. So Huddersfield 0, Cardiff 4. I expected it, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're one of them inconsistent teams, I think, Huddersfield, where they'll be down there. I don't think they'll get relegated, but I think they will be down there. Cardiff, obviously, have been pretty strong recent times. I know, obviously, they lost the game week before, but yeah. Millwall 1, Blackburn 2. Obviously, Blackburn winning again.
Good result for them.
very good, especially away from home.
Yeah.
As we mentioned before, Middlesbrough winning again. They are really on the up now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really on the
Yeah.
up. Swansea City 0, Watford 1. I think that could have gone either way, couldn't it? They're both quite inconsistent teams, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's such a cute sneeze. If that were me, I'd be blowing my laptop away and everything.
Sounded like one of my puppies. What is it? It's not even like an chew. It's an like that, and like a little squeak. Like that little squeak at the end of it. I feel like Sonny, my puppy of like 1 year, is doing that. I'm saying, sorry, Claire.
Oh, I need a wee already. Not even finished the championship yet.
Jesus.
Leicester 1, Sunderland 0. Yeah, expected. West Brom 2, QPR 0. Again, expected. We mentioned QPR, didn't we? Obviously going through a bad patch. Birmingham 0. Hull City 2. Wayne Rooney effect, as we mentioned, is not doing very well. Has he even got any points yet?
Well, he certainly got mauled by the Tigers. That's for sure. He got mauled. Yeah, oh, they definitely did that after 2-0. I would put money on it. They were singing it. You get him mauled by the Tiger. Oh, 100% did they do that.
We have got Lisa in the chat who's laughing at Claire sneeze. She's put choo choo.
Choo choo. Yeah.
Aled has put Huddersfield got a big game next, being Leeds away. Oh, look, is that quite local as well?
Local derby, massive local derby. Yeah.
Graham's put Claire. I saw that. Simon wants me to skip over their result. Oh my God, what's that?
What is going on? What is that? Is that a pet? What?
Where's Claire? She's turned into a skeleton.
Oh my God.
Sitting on my shoulder.
I love it.
Oh.
Better not put him on your chest because that's when the camera lit it. So.
Oh man.
Farley.
Yeah. Farley.
Oh, yeah.
Cozy.
I just went to blow my nose so I could stop sneezing. What did you say?
Lisa put choo choo.
Yeah, but what's Graham saying? What did he say?
No idea. What did you see, Graham? Bristol City 0, Ipswich Town 1. Good win for Ipswich.
Lying, aren't they? And they've got a derby on Saturday, haven't they, a bit?
Who do we think's going to win that one?
Ipswich.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ipswich.
Lisa in the chat has put, I'll get one. Halloween lols. She's impressed with your skeleton. Mr. Luke has put, Preston lost to a last-minute own goal from Ched Evans, who plays for Preston, to Southampton. That was that goal we were talking about, weren't it?
Was it that one?
When it Bazunu, when it came off Ched Evans in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, it came off him. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was that one.
Scenes. Where am I up to? I can't remember. I'm up to Plymouth 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
Yeah. Expected it. And fair play though. The amount of Sheffield Wednesday fans who on a bloody Wednesday night trekked away to Plymouth, having not even won a game all season, you cannot not loyalty. Fair play to them. Like that's what it's called, like showing up, supporting your team through thick and thin. That's what a proper fan is. That's what you do, right? Regardless of whether you're winning, you're losing. It's about backing your lads, and you know what? You celebrate the good stuff, so support them through the bad stuff too. And I just think fair play to them. The amount of fans there, just outstanding support. Outstanding.
Yeah, completely agree. Sam's put in the chat, triple loggies for Plymouth up the Argyle. Graham has put, apparently, when you scratch your nose with those 2 fingers.
Oh yeah, I was doing that to Farley.
Oh, I saw.
Sam said that you look like a sea captain, Claire, with a parrot on your shoulder.
I'm sure that does not look like a parrot. Got the same smile as Farley.
That smile's beautiful.
Oh, bless you. And Mr. Luke has put, any Sheffield Wednesday fans who went there are true fans. Completely agree. Next result, obviously, Preston 2, Southampton 2. Good result, I think, for Preston.
Yeah. Well, for both.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Southampton have been picking up points recently as well. So, yeah, good result for both teams. Rotherham 2, Coventry 0. Great result for Rotherham. I know Simon's in the chat, so I am really sorry to say that. But they're in relegation, aren't they, Rotherham? So, yeah, great result for them. And Stoke 1, Leeds United 0, as we mentioned. Very good win.
Talk about how bad that penalty miss was. Did you see it?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
bad.
that was bad.
Bad.
He is useless in. And do you know what as well? He was at fault for the goal and all. Like that they conceded, Bamford. They were saying on Sky Sports like he'd missed the 3 penalties that he'd taken prior to that penalty. It's like, don't give it to him. And he just goes and skies it. Oh, honestly.
We'll have a quick look at the table as well. Obviously, no shock to any of us. Leicester are top with 36 points.
Look at that.
I know.
14 points between first and third.
I know.
My God.
Ipswich are second on 31 points. The playoffs are Leeds in third on 22 points. Preston in fourth on 22 points also. Southampton in fifth on 21 points. And West Brom on 20 points. And in the relegation zone, we have 22nd Rotherham on 9 points. QPR are 23rd on 8 points. And 24th, who sit rock bottom of the league, unfortunately, a Sheffield Wednesday on 3 points, and I got tongue-tied then.
Chad, just go back to that table a minute.
Yep.
Look at the difference. Like, 6th place is 20 points. 21st is 14. There's 6 points between playoffs and the place above relegation. That is nuts.
Mental. I just can't believe Ipswich.
They're going to carry on then.
I hope so.
What a mad league. You got first place on 36 and then bottom on 3.
I know.
What?
Mental.
Yeah, crazy. Sorry, I'll let you go past now.
Aled has put as well, how will anyone catch Ipswich, let alone Leicester? Yeah, as we mentioned, they're flying.
Got game in hand.
Exactly. They are.
And by looking at it, their game in hand's against Rotherham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Off on Friday for the
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Women pool.
Should we talk League One?
Woo! Sorry, guys. Come on, League One. Love it.
That's it, because it's a 0-0.
I know.
Oh, there's a lot to discuss. Look at us in that league. Can't believe it.
So, first of all, we have Bolton Wanderers 2, Northampton 1. Were we expecting that result?
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, Bolton have been a bit hot and cold over the last few weeks, but Northampton are down there, and you probably would have expected Bolton to beat Northampton, to be honest with you. So, to be expected. Bolton are going to be up there competing for the playoffs. They're currently 4th. We should have got a result there, but we lost there that night. You know, they'll be up there, Bolton. But yeah, to be expected against Northampton. Yeah.
Definitely. One result, obviously, and to be fair to them, they are flying at the minute. Burton Albion 4, Bristol Rovers 1, and obviously news broke today, Joey Barton has been sacked.
couldn't happen.
Yeah. Big Steve lost him his job.
Woo! Love it.
Patience. Joey Barton, what parasite of a human being.
Completely agree.
I mean, we played them. No, it'll come on to it in a bit. But we played them the other night. We got a really good point there. But Bristol Rovers, where they are, he's not good. And they've actually got a capable squad. They've got some good players. And they should not be where they are. And yeah, it needed to go. I mean, don't get me wrong, Burton, I know they beat them 4-1 here. As you say, Burton are doing really well at the minute. They've won a few in a row, doing really well. Dino Mamria, their manager, was played for us. Coach managed us, so we know Dino very well. Doing a good job there, Dino, to be fair. So, yeah, Burton are like top half now. I remember at the start of the season, they were like bottom, didn't have a win. And then all of a sudden, they're up in like 10th, few points off the playoffs. Mental. But yeah, no, good win for Burton, that, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Another team, obviously, who have picked up recent times, Charlton 4, Reading 0. I mean, Reading are struggling, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Didn't they terminate their manager's contract this week, or am I just imagining it? I'm pretty sure that has been sacked.
I'm not certain. I don't know. I don't know if they have or not. They're in big trouble, and they just lost to Fleetwood as well. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to make a prediction right now for Reading. I think they'll get relegated. They just don't look good enough for the level, and they just keep losing games. It's just, every single week they keep losing. I just don't think they'll stay up. I can't see it.
We've actually got Wolsey in the chat as well, and he's a Reading fan. He's put another depressing afternoon, 0-0 after 60 minutes and lose 4-0. Sums up our season and conceding last minute against Fleetwood to lose. Such sad times for Reading, isn't it?
I'm very
really
happy.
It's not great.
Happy for Graham that Charlton won. But yeah, Reading, it's just such a sad mess. Obviously the owner's not fit for even the bin. I just hope that they've got Ipswich out so that they can get the club back. Someone can run it as it should be run.
Yeah, I completely agree. Such sad times.
About dodgy owners at football club. And it's just ridiculous how easy you can own a football club.
Definitely. In the chat as well, Mr. Luke, Cheltenham have won. They won a game. Cheltenham won, Cambridge 0. I know, that's why Ant's not on.
Yeah, mad as well. Against Cambridge. Matt, do you know what? So with Cheltenham, obviously they've had a really, really bad start. We beat them 3-0, I remember September, and they just didn't look right. They played the wrong football for the players they've got. And Darryl Clark, he's a very good manager. And look, I don't know if they're going to stay up. If I had to be a betting man, I would. It's going to be tough for them, but they've got a good manager. And the manager, he knows how to get results, and you just never know. So, look, great win for them. They need that. They needed that. I mean, they can't keep going on without winning any games from now. So very important that they've got that. I was having a look at the fixtures earlier. I can't remember who they've got. Need to put some wins together, get some results together, get going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Been pretty well. So it's a really good result for him against Cambridge.
Yeah, definitely. Exeter 0, Wigan Athletic 2. Good result for Wigan, especially away from home.
Yeah, very good.
Hit and miss, haven't they, Wigan? Obviously, when they got the points deduction, they went on a really good run, didn't they? And then since then, they have really struggled. But yeah, great win for them.
They've got capable players. I mean, they're a decent side, Wigan. I mean, again, if you take away their points deduction, they're sitting about 13th in the league. So, they've got technically a mid-table squad. So I think Wigan will be fine. It's whether they get any more point deductions, which they shouldn't. So I think Wigan will be fine. Exeter is a little bit concerning. They've dropped like an absolute stone. I remember at the start of the season, it was us, Port Vale and Exeter. We were in the top 3. And Exeter are like 18th now. They've just fallen. Absolutely fallen. And a lot of people had Exeter to be down there this season. So, yeah, worrying times for them. They just can't seem to put any results on the board, Exeter, at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. Another team as well who are struggling. Fleetwood 0, Lincoln City 1.
Yeah.
How do you not struggle when your owner's in prison? Like,
Exactly.
blows my mind.
It's mental.
Yeah. Lincoln, big win for them because obviously they lost their manager. So they've responded well after that. So, yeah, big win for them.
Yeah, massive. Leyton Orient won, Barnsley won. Great result for Leyton Orient. They're surprising me, to be fair.
Yeah, Leyton Orient are doing well. Like, again, it was really weird. I had Leyton Orient to be down there, to be honest with you, because I just didn't feel like Leyton Orient had made the recruitment to compete in League One. And I think when you come up to this division, and Claire, if you do it with Stockport, you'll find the same thing. When you come up to this league, you have to upgrade your team to compete. You have to. The top end of League One is unbelievable. Basically, anyone from 6 upwards in League One is playing Championship level football. So you have to upgrade your team. And if you don't upgrade your team, you'll be like Carlisle, fighting tooth and nail to stay up, etc. And Leyton Orient originally, although they did sign, a couple of players like Joe Piggott, etc., I just didn't feel like they have the team or made the recruitment to do well in League One, and they're doing very well at the minute. Will that continue? I don't know, but they're doing okay at the minute. They've picked up a few wins, etc. And at the minute, they look out of trouble at the minute. But I still think it's going to be a long season for them. A lot of people saying at the minute they're getting results, but they're not playing unbelievably well at the minute. So whether that will stop, I don't know. But yeah, no, they've improved. Barnsley a good side. Barnsley are third at the minute. So that's
Very
a good draw.
side. I actually think Barnsley will go up this season. I know it's a bit of a shout, like quite early on, but I just think they are putting a good run together. I think they've got quite a strong squad. So I don't know if they will go up automatics, but I honestly think Barnsley will go up this season.
I think if they're going to go up, I think if they're going to go, it'll probably be through the playoffs, maybe. Yeah. But they've got Devante Cole, he's top goal scorer. Whenever you've got a player like that, if you've got a goal scorer like that, they can win your games at any point in the game, can't they, Barnsley? The only thing I'll say about Barnsley, they are susceptible to a leaky defence at times. Yeah. But again, they'll be up there knocking on the door for promotion. I think with our league, at the minute, you've got the 2 front runners in Portsmouth for Oxford, and then you've got your big sides like your Barnsleys, your Boltons, Blackpool up there. I know we're
Blackpool are really putting a good run together, aren't they? Yeah. Especially since Jordan Rhodes has come on loan. He's scoring a lot, isn't he?
Yeah, very good side. Peterborough, another. He's a lot of big sides. I think the thing with League One is any one of the teams that make the playoffs can get promoted. Any one of those teams that will make the playoffs will be that good. So really, it's when you go into a playoffs and you look at the teams in there. I'll use League Two as an example, and you go into the playoffs, but you can always somewhat know what the final is going to be. You can look at 4 teams and go, yeah, those 2 will probably be in the final and the other 2 won't. But League One, it's not like that at all, because those sides up there are all playing Championship level football. They're all top teams, and I think you'll find that with League One, whoever it is at the end of the season, it'll be very difficult to predict. But yeah, Barnsley, your Blackpools, they'll be in that mix. It'll be very difficult to predict, though. Yeah.
Completely agree. And in the chat as well, Mr. Luke has put Barnsley will go up. I reckon Portsmouth will go up as well. Defo their year to do it. Yeah, I think that as well. Obviously, we mentioned Oxford 1, Blackpool 1. I think that's a great result for both teams, to be fair. Both teams playing well. Peterborough 2, Wickham 2. Good result for Wickham.
Yeah, very good. Wickham are a good side. I mean, Wickham are just below us at the minute, but they're a very good side. Very big, strong, physical side. A lot of good players. Good draw for them. Peterborough away is a tough game. Peterborough up in 5th at the minute. So, yeah, look, Wickham are on the verge there. So, good point. Although Peterborough might be looking at that as not a bad result either, considering it's against a tough side at home. They'll be disappointed they conceded 2. But yeah, Wickham a decent little side, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A result I thought would be a bit more goals and beating a lot more goals, but Portsmouth won, Carlisle 0. I honestly thought Portsmouth would get a couple more goals, but yeah, just a 1-0 But then again, it's what matters, isn't it? They had the goal in the back of a net, ball in the back of a net, got the 3 points, so it doesn't matter whether it's 1 goal, 2 goals. They got the win, didn't they?
Yeah, last minute goal as well. It was like 94th minute. And the thing is, Carlisle actually, I know they're down the bottom of the minute and they're like 5th bottom, but they're away from home. They're somewhat competitive. We drew them 2-2. They beat Bolton away 3-1. And they actually had chances in that game to score. So, yeah, 1-0. That's what the good sides do, don't they? The top sides, it doesn't matter who they're playing or how they're playing. They can create moments like that in the last minute of games. So, yeah, huge win for Portsmouth. I think Portsmouth will get promoted. They haven't even lost. There's been like 15 games gone for them. 14, 13 games. They haven't even lost a game. Yeah,
25 games unbeaten, going back to last season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. A good win for Shrewsbury as well. Obviously against Derby. Very good win for them. They're very inconsistent, aren't they, Shrewsbury? I never know what to expect with them.
Yeah. Goals as well. Struggle for goals massively, Shrewsbury. It really was Shrewsbury. They haven't got a bad side, but they just lack goals in the final third. And if they had they've got some good players up there. I mean, they've got Ryan Bowman, who's a good player. They've got that Udo, I think his name is, who's a good talent. But other than that, they don't have any proper goal scorers. And I think with Shrewsbury, if they had a top goal scorer, they'd actually probably be a lot higher in the division than they are. But good win. Derby are having problems. I know they're a bit hot on goal. We got them Saturday. That'll be a bit massive game. But yeah, to lose against Shrewsbury away, they wouldn't have been happy with that derby, no.
And then last but not least as well, I will let you talk about this game, Matt. I'm just gonna nip and get a drink of water because I can feel a cough coming and it's tickling me. So I will be back in a minute. I'll let you have your moment, Matt.
Oh, thank you, Charles. So we drew against Port Vale 0-0 on Saturday. Really important game for us because, we just lost against Blackpool 3-0. And, it's been a case of us, we've had having a fantastic season, in the top 7 and, picked up a lot of points from the opening 14 to 15 matches. But, whenever we've played, some of the top sides of the division, we've noticed the quality and we've struggled in a couple of matches, and Blackpool was one of those games. So it was a really important game for us just to get a result on the board. I know a lot of our fans wanted to win the game. Of course we did. But it was just really important to get a point on the board, get a clean sheet. Prior to this game against Port Vale, we'd conceded 9-4, which is very unlike us. So it was really important to get a point. The performance wasn't amazing. We played the wrong style of football to who we had starting the game. We left the big man, Aaron Pressley, out. And he suits our style because we're a direct side. We get the ball forward quick. So without Aaron up top, playing the direct ball to Jamie Reid and Jordan Roberts didn't work as well. And probably the first 45 minutes, we didn't play that well. We improved second half, worked a bit harder, pressed a bit higher, did all the ugly things really well, and still created the chance to win the game with Jamie Reid, and the keeper pulled off a really good save. So, yeah, a point for us, a good point. I think we'll probably look back on it later down in the season. And at that current time, it had a 6th place with 22 points on the board. So, yeah, look, I think whenever we don't win, Steve likes to use this phrase of when we don't win, we learn, etc. And the team would have learned a lot from that point on Saturday. But I think Steve would have learned a lot that, when we're playing our direct style, we have to play the right players up top. And I think if we'd have played the right players up top against Port Vale, we probably would have won the game. But no, look, a point on the board, clean sheet, which was vital for the defence going into that game. So, yeah, not too bad. I, for me anyway, I was happy with that draw. Yeah,
I didn't realise now, so to keep a clean sheet, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was just one of these things. We've played some good sides recently, and yeah, we just needed a couple of clean sheets. So that was really, really important. And again, I think I don't know if it's still the case now, but as you've said, that we've kept like 7 clean sheets, as we've discussed in the season, which I think is the most out of the top 4 leagues. So that was really important for us to get the defence a clean sheet. But yeah, Port Vale, a good side, played some good football. But yeah, good point for us. I think we'll look back on that one as a decent result in the end. Yeah.
Mr. Luke as well made me laugh in the chat. It's put, where is the rule where 0-0 is an automatic skip? Well, I could feel a cough coming on and I really needed to run and get a drink. So, yeah, Matt took one for the team and he spoke about Stevenage.
Mr. Luke as well. I could talk about the most boring 0-0 and still find 45 minutes to dissect Stevenage's game. So don't worry about it. I can always find something.
Yeah, moving on. Oh, wrong one. Tuesday. So we have Barnsley 3, Shrewsbury 0. So, yeah, Barnsley, as I mentioned, good win for them. Shrewsbury, very inconsistent, but Barnsley, such a strong team, I think, anyway. Yeah, expected that result. Did you guys?
Yeah. Lack of goals from Shrewsbury again. Yeah, Barnsley away. Yeah, you'd think 2 or 3-0 for them, yeah.
Definitely. Cheltenham as well, scoring goals. Unfortunately, they didn't get the win this time, but Blackpool 3. Cheltenham 2. I mean, at least he's scoring now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were worried about where they'd get the goals from, getting rid of Alfie May. So the fact that, obviously, what's his face? I can't remember his name now. What's their manager called? I've got his face in my head.
Which manager?
Cheltenham.
Clark.
Double Clark. The fact that Double Clark's come in as he has, without Alfie May being replaced, and he's managing to get them scoring goals, because that's what, the 3rd or 4th game that they've scored.
Yeah.
So, like, that should be an encouraging sign for Cheltenham after starting so badly. And like Matt said before, he is such a good manager. He knows what he's doing. I actually think Cheltenham will be all right, because I think they've appointed him at the right time. I think it'll be tough for him, but I think they'll be all right. I think they'll come into a bit of form soon, pick up the odd points. So
definitely. And then in obviously January as well, hopefully they'll strengthen. He's obviously got the right contacts as well. He's been in football, hasn't he, for a while? So yeah. I think Cheltenham will be okay. Everyone's favourite manager and team now, because he got Joey Barton the sack. Bristol Rovers 1, Stevenage 1.
Come on, the boys!
How did you play? Were you happy with a point? Do you think you deserve more? Like, what was the game like?
Yeah, well, I got to be honest. First of all, a great day out in Bath, by the way. It was, it was brilliant. Bath.
And then we see it really common, Bath.
Oh, I hate that Bath. I was having this chat as well in Bath.
And Matt.
Sorry?
There's no R. Bath.
Bath.
It is B-A-C-H. Bath.
Bath. And we walk on the path.
Yeah.
Path. Bath. Wrath. Oh, God. But no, Bath. But no, we had a really good day. Went there, love it down that part of the country. It's beautiful. Had a really, really good day. Had a lovely steak at Miller and Carter. That was nice.
Nice.
Look at the picture of Bath. But the North, Bath.
Oh, I can't get it on the screen. Is that better?
That's it.
I love it.
Bath. But no, it was, do you know what, going into the game, Tuesday, going into it, it was, said in the podcast earlier in our pod, it was a winnable game for us. And it was one of these matches where, you know, we'd had the 3-0 loss against Blackpool and the point against Paul Val. Wanted to win Tuesday. You know, it would have been our first away win in a few as well. But a really good point. Played brilliantly. It was probably our first good performance for a few matches, which was really important for us because we've had a tough run of games. So I think to play well Tuesday was important. We controlled the game. Jamie Reid again, big goal Reedy. Don't stop scoring. He's second top goal scorer in League One with 9 now, 10 in all competitions. Put us up 1-0 up. Really good first half, controlled it, dominated, had chances, had one blocked off the line, had another one saved. And then right in the second half, had the chance to win it, ball over the top. Kane Hemmings goes clean through on the half volley in the wet. All we have to do is just get it on target. And it's a goal and he puts it over the bar. And that was a huge chance. But quite frankly, it's been a common theme this season of unbelievably bad refereeing, and the goal that we conceded on Tuesday night was just pathetic. It was pathetic for the referee. Ball goes forward and their striker's offside. He comes back onside, interferes with play, and the linesman doesn't stick his flag up. And then as Dan Butler clears the ball, the striker puts his arm up like that. The ball hits him on the arm. So all our players go handball. And then the striker controls it and just chips our goalkeeper straight away. And we're like, it's handball. It cost us to win. We deserved to win, although the players rallied to that after and we pushed for a winner, but time ran out. And again, it's a great point away from home. We, look back, Steve Evans gets another apology from the PGMOL going, yeah, sorry, we got that one wrong again. So, yeah, sorry about that. I just can't stand it at the minute. It's like, all right, I get that the referees aren't good enough, but like these decisions are so simple. Like it's a handball and the guy's arm's up there. And when you watch the highlights back, it's like, how have you not given that? It's not even like these decisions are difficult. It's another decision where we've had to receive another apology of a referee costing us a win. And it's just, it's beyond pathetic now. And yeah, but look, it was really good point for the team. Great performance. It's given us a platform now to go and start winning matches again. It's what all the sides do, decent sides. Whenever they lose a bad game, they'll go and get a couple of results, start playing well again, and then kind of transfer that performance and point into a win. So that's what I think Tuesday was really important for, if we can go and get a result this Saturday against Derby. But good point for us. And 7th place with 23 points from 15 games. Yeah, we're over the moon with it, yeah.
Good stuff. And there's a lot of people disagreeing with you in the chat, Matt. Not about Stevenage, about how you pronounce Bath. So Darren has put it's pronounced Bath, B-A-F-F. Yes, I agree. Mr. Luke has put there isn't any R in Bath. Aled agrees with Darren. And Mr. Luke wants you to try and pronounce Newcastle.
So what, with just my accent or say it as a Geordie?
I think it's just in your accent to see if you put an R in. Castle.
Newcastle. Newcastle. It's not Newcastle. Oh, I hate this so much. And by the way, it is Bath. I have grown up my whole life saying I'm having a bath.
Yeah, Bath.
When I'm walking on the pathway, I go walking on the path. I don't go walking on the back path.
You have to go walking on path.
Yeah, but that sounds like you're saying F. It's TH, isn't it?
TH, not RTH.
Yeah, but you're saying it like it's FF. Bath.
I say
path.
Bath. Can I have a bath?
No, you don't. You say it with your bottom lip. Don't lie to me. You go bath.
I do the bottom lip. Bath.
There you go. There we go.
I do.
Bottom lip pronunciation. Not having it.
I do.
Well, as someone who has got a mother who is from Hertfordshire, I will say it to you as I say it to her. It is not Bath. It's Bath.
Oh, Sam, come on. I thought I was your best friend.
It is Bath.
It's weirdo Southerners who support Manchester United.
And then we have got Aled as well. He says, well, actually, more like Bath. Bath. That sounds like a sheep.
There you go. Bath. Bath.
Bath.
I didn't mean it like that.
Here we go. Giggle sector number 1. We've made it to that point.
God, I didn't mean it like that. I promise. I didn't mean it like that.
You bad girl, Char. You bad girl.
I'm gonna get cancelled.
Yeah, she's been cancelled, everyone. The host no more.
Oh my God, I'm crying. I am so sorry, Aled. I didn't mean it like that. I promise. Oh God, I'm crying.
Aled has left the chat.
Don't.
Oh, damn. A listener gone. Subscriber -1.
I can't even remember where we're up to move on.
Fourth game.
Cambridge United 0, Portsmouth 0. We won't talk about 0-0s. Carlisle 2, Burton Albion 1. So we were bigging up Burton Albion, and then Carlisle won at home. Typical.
That because Carlisle have been a bit all over the place this season. Derby had.
Yeah, Carlisle 2-1. Oh, Dino Manria is such a bottle job, isn't he? Like, he does this all the time. Like, imagine having all that wins, you get near the playoffs, and you lose at Carlisle United. Do you know what I mean? Like, but again, with Carlisle, they're of that bracket of they didn't upgrade the team, so they're down there, and it's tough. And you know that
nowhere as well.
Sorry,
in the arse end of nowhere.
Do you know what? Right, I love it up there, right? Yeah. And I think they've got a great fan base there, but they are just the worst when it comes to attendances. It's really odd because Carlisle United, right? I don't call them. I wouldn't call them a big club. I would call them a medium-sized club, like one that's got a good-sized stadium with a good fan base. But my God, they are like they are of a Derby or a Bolton. It's if you take 100 there, it's like your club's looked upon as a joke. It's mad with Carlisle. It really is. But again, unfortunately, I think they will go down eventually, Carlisle. I just don't think they've just done the recruitment needed to do well in League One. And I think they'll go down. Yeah.
I've still got my giggles. Derby 2, Exeter 0.
Are you trying not to laugh? Oh my God, she's off again.
Good result for Derby. Poor result for Exeter. That's all. Saying it.
Graham won't be happy about this one in the chat as well. Lincoln City 3, Charlton Athletic 1. What went on, Graham? What's your views on this game?
Charlton, and another one, right? They're like Burton. They like had this great run. What was that?
Burton.
Oh, for God's sake, Burton. Sorry, how do you pronounce that then? Burton.
Burton.
Oh, come off it now. Say it again.
Burton.
So say your one.
Burton.
Burton. Where's the E and R? Burton.
Yeah, so where's the E?
What's the last 3 letters of Burton's?
It's an O.
No. How would you say ton?
Ton.
Yeah, ton.
She's changed it now. No, you didn't do that a minute ago. You didn't.
Well, that's a different word. Burton. Ton. It's a different word.
I say Burton as well. Burton.
You lot. It's the cut between the Northerners and the Southerners, isn't it? It's it's words pronounced differently. It's things that say differently. I love it, right? I love it. If you ask me, right, I love the Northern accent. I think it's great. I think it's brilliant. I really do. However, and I'm not letting this go, it is bad. It is not bad.
I'm not saying anything after my comment before. I'm not getting into trouble again.
Afterwards, let's do a poll on Bath and Bath.
Let's do it. Moving on to Northampton 2, Leyton Orient 2. Shawnee in the chat is a Northampton fan, and he put, we were a bit unlucky not to get the win Tuesday, having to play 30 minutes with 10 men, but the red card was for an alleged headbutt. Haven't seen any footage of it yet.
If it was for a headbutt, then that player should get because they have crushed his team.
Typical referees in this blooming league, honestly. And you not send someone off for a headbutt, or not see it. Do you know what I mean? Or the linesman not say, "Oh, I don't know."
No.
I think if it is a headbutt, then they're stupid.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure the Northampton will receive another apology from the PGMOL. Yeah. Honestly.
It is bad.
It's bad, especially for them kind of teams who obviously just come up and they need the points and them kind of decisions. They could obviously really affect them. Graham as well said about Charlton, he put, "We were awful. Schoolboy defending yet again. Our away form will keep us from competing unless we get it sorted. We attack like Premier League and defend like National League." Thanks, Graham. But then again, our defending's bad when we play away. Yeah, not good, that, is it? Port Vale 0, Peterborough 1. Obviously, Peterborough getting 3 points that they needed. One of them teams, aren't they? They're going to be up there, as we mentioned before. Wigan Athletic 2, Oxford 0.
What a result.
Great win.
Great win.
Great win. Again, we say about Wigan earlier, they've got potential to do really well. And we're with Oxford, because Oxford are, a cracking little side. But Wigan are a good side. We played Wigan. That was our last win against Wigan when it was 1-0. And a good side. I mean, they've got good players. So on their day, Wigan can give anyone in the league a really good game. And again, Oxford are cracking side, won a lot of games. So, that's a great win for Wigan, that is,
A game as well, what looked quite good, especially for goals. Wycombe 2, Bolton 4.
Bolton again. Again with Wycombe are a good side. They'll always give any game team a good game. Again with some of those top sides, Bolton included. I know I said it about Barnes there. Do concede goals. So Bolton are, I would actually say, out of the top sides that are up there, I would actually say Bolton are probably the most winnable of those sides, or most beatable of those sides. So, good game. But again, Bolton have got really good players, got a lot of money. So, good game, good game. But Wycombe, we've got Wycombe away soon. When I get back from New York, actually, it's that'll be a tough game. Wycombe away is a tough place to go.
Completely agree. Last but not least as well, unfortunately, Reading. As last time as well, they got beat. So Reading 1, Fleetwood 2. I mean, that game, it's like a 6-pointer for both teams, that, isn't it? Because they're both really struggling. I did expect Reading to lose, though, because they're just really, really struggling. As Wolsey said as well, who's a Reading fan, there's a lot going on, isn't there, at Reading at the minute?
Yeah, great win for Fleetwood too. I mean, it's I've been there with Stevenage before, and when you're in those kind of relegational games and you're playing those other teams, you have to win. And you know that if you can beat another side that are down there with you, not only does it give you 3 points, but if you can, say for example, if you can try to aim to beat all of the sides around you, you can easily pick up a good 12 points. Well, when you're in a relegational fight, 12 points is great. It's gold dust, isn't it? So, big win for Fleetwood, and to do it in the 92nd minute as well. Big win again. Reading, massive problems, massive trouble. And I just can't see them turning it around and getting themselves out of it, unfortunately. Do you know what? I'm going to make a really bold prediction, but don't be surprised if in about a month's time you see Reading bottom of the league at some point. If Cheltenham can turn it around with Clark at the helm, don't be surprised, because I think at the minute they're heading downwards at the minute, Reading,
No, I completely agree. And you just think of them teams like around them, they're all picking up points, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
They're all picking up points.
And you know that with the bottom side, you get it in all the leagues. We did it once. You always know that as soon as you get to the last 3 months of the season, those bottom sides will start winning at the end of the season. It happens all the time. So Reading, I think what Reading have got to do, they've just got to stay in that pack. And then when they get with 3 months to go, they just got to try and get as many results as they can. But I don't know. I just don't know.
relegated to League Two, I really fear for their future.
I do.
Yeah, me too.
I do. It's so sad. There's a lot of people in the chat obviously sympathising with them. Darren's put, feel for Reading, they are awful. Aled has put, you'll be playing Reading next season, Darren. And then Darren put, if they stay up. Aled as well, actually switching sides. And then obviously in agreement. Let's have a quick look now at the League One table before we move on to League Two. Let's have a gander.
Look at that table.
So at the top, we have Portsmouth on 32 points. We have Oxford in second on 28 points. The playoffs are Barnsley in third on 26 points, Bolton on 26 points, Peterborough in fifth on 25 points, and Blackpool on 23 points. But Stevenage are in seventh spot, and they are also on 23 points. And then in relegation, we have in 21st, Wigan on 11 points, Fleetwood also on 11 points, Reading on 6 points, Cheltenham at bottom on 5 points, so only 1 point behind Reading.
Yeah. Again, they're in trouble there, aren't they? 6 points to 5 points.
Massive.
Wigan and Fleetwood are winning. Do you know what I mean? Comparatively, because again, Northampton, Carlisle are in trouble. Exeter are down there. Cambridge are down there. Again, Bristol Rovers are down there. So, yeah, it's that relegation fight's going to go all the way, I think. But there's going to be one team that drops a lot early. I think Reading will be. And again, the opposite end of the table. I mean, it's crazy this division that we're in because, like, it's so tight. I mean, from Wickham upwards, you got 3 points to the playoffs, and then even us, like. We played, I mean, what a game. We played Derby Saturday. We're 7th, they're 8th, right? Incredible game that we've got in League One. And if we win, I mean, look, we go level points with third. We're only 5 points off Oxford. I know Portsmouth are running away with it at the minute, but it's a fantastic league. There's so many good sides. I think for us as well, on Saturday and where we are at the minute, I think it's a tipping point game for us. I think if we come through it and prove that we can get results against the top teams, then I think we'll consistently stay in touch with the playoffs. If we don't get a result, we could slip to League One. It's literally the fine margins like that in League One. The division's so good. So cracking league at the minute. Exciting to see where it goes up until Christmas. But that top pack is really competitive and vice versa for the relegation fight as well. Yeah, definitely.
It's like even you look at them, like if people win a few games, they could be in the playoffs as well. It is very tight, isn't it? Obviously, the bottom's very tight, but the playoffs and everything as well.
Yeah, I mean that's it with the playoffs. Games in hand will come into play. I mean, we've played 15 because we've got lucky with and played some of the international breaks, but games in hand as well. I mean, again, you'll get a couple of teams that come with a run and find themselves up there. I think the way the league is shaping up, I think you're going to have a lot of the big clubs that are going to be up there competing. I mean, if you have a look now, Portsmouth, Oxford, Barnsley, Bolton, Peterborough, Blackpool, got some massive clubs. Derby are just below us. They'll be up there. Charlton will come with a run. So I think this season in League One, I don't think you're going to see too many outsiders, like little clubs up there. I don't think Leyton Orient will be there. I don't think Burton will be there. I don't think you'll get any of Shrewsbury, Port Vale there. It'll be a lot of the big clubs up there competing. You might get an outsider. Maybe that's us. Maybe that's someone else. But I think for the best part, this League One season, you're going to have up the top of the table all the big clubs with the big budgets competing for promotion. I think that's the way it's starting to shape up as we're going nearly into the halfway stage, which is mental to say. But yeah, it's looking like that in the division. I think you'll have a lot of the top clubs up there with the big sides, yeah.
Completely agree with you. Just going back to the chat before we move on to League Two. Aled put, I forgot it was League One we were talking about. I think that was the Reading chat. And then Mr. Luke in the chat has put, I have a soft spot for Carlisle. Hate to see them go down. I think the thing with Carlisle is as well, and it's very similar to Northampton, isn't it? Where I think they are too good for League Two, but then obviously they can't really compete to the League One level. And there is a lot of big teams in there, obviously with bigger budgets and things like that as well. So, yeah, I think with them, they are quite a yo-yo team, aren't they, both of them?
Yeah, and the thing is, you get complacent. I mean, you know, when you get promoted, you think that the team that you've got is brilliant. and you can go up and have a brilliant season. But at the end of the day, you're going up a level of football. And League One to League Two, there is a big difference. And I think what a lot of sides do, and Forest Green did it last year, you go up and you get complacent and you think, the original team will be all right. They'll be fine. But the truth and the reality is, if you want to compete in League One, again, I've said it, you have to upgrade your team. And we've done it. Like, Orient have signed a couple, although they probably could have upgraded more. But in my honest opinion, I just don't think Carlisle and Northampton have. And they're finding out now, actually, to do well in this division, you have to go out and sign League One players that have been playing the level for a good few years. And if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. So, yeah, I fear for Northampton and Carlisle. I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if both of them slip through the trapdoor, unfortunately. But, it'd be interesting to see, yeah.
Yeah, in the chat as well, Darren's agreeing. Northampton are definitely a yo-yo team. And then Aled as well has put, if we don't go up, we could be facing Reading. But if we do go up, we are facing Wednesday. Obviously, he's our Wrexham fan. So we will move on to League Two anyway. League Two. So on Friday night, we had Newport County 3, Walsall 3, a game full of goals.
Yeah. Mid to lower team tables having a good game.
Definitely. Good goal scoring, but obviously struggling defensively, leaking them goals. Next game, we had Tranmere Rovers 1, Doncaster Rovers 2. I say it every single week, but what is going on with Tranmere? What is going on?
I'm buzzing. We've got them in the FA Cup next Saturday. Woohoo! At home, so I'm buzzing.
Matt Farley.
Matt Farley. Hi.
I think as well, though, Doncaster had a poor start, but they had so many changes from the season before. I know we've said it quite a lot of times that I felt their position was quite false.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see them now starting to make that climb up the table, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah, Mr. Luke as well in the chat. Sorry, wrong comment. Mr. Luke, Tranmere Rovers are awful. Doncaster's second goal was Tranmere's defence was to blame there. Yeah, I completely agree with that. They've been a bit of a calamity recently, Tranmere's defence. Aled as well, agreeing that Tranmere are terrible.
Don't say what could go wrong.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said we're playing them on Saturday. What could go wrong?
Uh-oh. Be knocked off first place, Claire.
Well, Wrexham are playing not counting. So.
What a game. What a game.
I'm expecting goals in that one. So what?
Can I ask a question? Because I've just been so invested with our Stevenage in League One. What's League Two like this year?
Do you know what? It's really weird because really, we were saying, and I don't know, I know Darren's in the chat, and I don't know if he felt the same, but last season we kind of felt like we'd missed the chance of being promoted because it seemed like last season was the best opportunity, and everybody thought it'll be harder this year. Obviously, it helps that we're in a good run now. Everybody just seems capable of beating everybody. It's just a really weird league. I mean, Tranmere are not doing very well, obviously. Yeah, I think anyone just seems to be beating anybody, but there seems to be a lot more football maybe than there was last season. Fences can't quite necessarily cope with it.
Yeah. I mean, you've given yourself a chance to get promoted. So it happened with us last year.
All right, guys, come on.
I was saying,
sympathise with me. We went down.
I was saying, if you've given yourself the tally right? So we were having this chat, I remember a year ago. You're giving yourself the tally and the platform to go on to achieve promotion. Now, you will, if you still have it, you will experience a cloud month, right? Yeah, you will experience. And in that period, you'll see how good your manager is and whether your manager can recruit in the window effectively to get you through that little dodgy month that you have. And if you can get yourself through it and you can still be in the top three, you'll do it.
I don't need to wait for a cloud month because I think our squad is fantastic. And I also have 100% trust in Dave Challoner. And Charlotte will back saying this. Even when we weren't doing well at the start of the season, I was saying, I'm not worried. Like, we're gonna, you know, I think I'd back us to do well and
100%.
We'll turn it around. Like, I've never been worried. And I think Dave Challoner's just...
I'm sorry.
She's got some lovely coats.
Oh my God! Did you see a picture of that new black coat? Sam had a bin bag on, and it was 2 sizes too big. So when I put my hood up, like, you could barely see me. In fact, it was that hot. I stood in Tuesday night. I stood there in a vest top for the second half because I was roasting. I agree with Darren. Yeah, anyway, what is it? Accrington 1, MK Donsdale. Why are we laughing?
That comment just made me laugh at Sam's. Claire's all right with a cloud mum. She's got some lovely coats. I'm just still giggling at that. In the chat as well, just going on to when you said about Wrexham and Notts County. Alec Butt would take 7-7 right now, Darren. We haven't got a draw/win in the league since 2003.
You played them in that time, though, Alec. Wait, you're off, Darren.
Claire sponsored by Regatta.
Oh, 2 of my coats are Regatta. The black one is not, and neither is the red one.
I love it.
I don't even fit one anymore because I'm too fat again.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Don't say that about yourself.
Less
You're lovely.
than that.
I am. It's fine. I'm doing something about it, but I am.
Still not agreeing with you. Less of that chat. Accrington 1, MK Dons 0. Accrington, what is going on with Accrington at the minute? Did you see their owner and his mad rant on Twitter?
I do love that franchise lost because obviously we all in franchise. But yeah, that's really weird. And I read into it quite a lot. And supposedly what's happened is at the back end of last season, is it John Coleman?
Yeah.
John Coleman. And the assistant said contract. And he said, you've just been relegated. And like, you need to like earn some trust by showing what you can do next season. Like, you've bought yourself some extra time because of what you've done so far with the club. And they were like, okay. And then they've not been given a new deal. So they've waited, they've won 3 games. And then Saturday, the assistant goes out in the press and starts saying that like the loyalty is being questioned because the manager's not, the owner's not giving him a new contract. That of like publicly pressuring him to give him a new contract. And it just all seems really, really tin pot.
I agree. It was mental because I was obviously, I think it happened on Saturday, wasn't it? Like after the game and after that happened, I was at S Club 7 reaching for the stars and having my S Club party because I'm sad. So then I had a flick through like after that and all I saw was this absolute Twitter meltdown from him.
Yeah. Crazy.
It was mental, but
Absolute Twitter meltdown covered by the Absolute Football Podcast.
I know. No.
That is absolutely bonkers.
Darren,
Absolutely.
hello to me.
Do you know what? I'm going to change my camera angle here. Hang on. Oh dear. There we go. No, do you know what it is? My back is killing me. How do I look?
On.
Do I look all right?
Have you just put a blanket on your lap?
Oh, sorry. My back was killing me. Oh, what did you say?
Have you just put a blanket on your lap?
Sorry, say that again.
Have you just put a blanket on your lap?
No, I've got a pillow. Look. Oh, no. Hang on. Hang on. How can you switch the camera? Can you not do that?
You don't need to, darling.
Look, I'm not sitting here naked, by the way. I have got shorts on. I'm just saying I've just got a pillow here.
I never once thought you were sitting there naked.
Oh, that's what I thought you were trying to get at. Naughty.
Yeah.
Barrow 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. We will skip past that one. Bradford 1, Wrexham 1.
Good point for both teams.
Yep.
Probably more so for Bradford.
I was going to say, as a Wrexham fan, I don't know if I'd be a bit disappointed.
I think the Bradford players say that they're feeling a lot more at peace with whatever it's called is that was being player manager.
Yeah.
And they said everything was clear and they picked up a couple of results. So given those results, I think it's probably a good point. I think Bradford have just got a bit more energy now. But see what Aled thinks.
Yeah, he's actually put in a chat. He put, would have liked to have left with the win, but Bradford were energised after our goal. And after them peppering our goal, I would have taken a draw. Fair play.
It's okay. Bradford will bottle it. They always do.
Bradford won't even be in the playoffs at this rate.
Bradford will bottle it. They always do. They always find a way to nearly get there and then crumble.
Next one, we have got, this could have gone either way, to be fair. Colchester 1, Harrogate 2, but Harrogate getting a win away from home. Both very strange, inconsistent teams who I think will be down there this season. I don't really know what else to say about them. Do you have anything?
What else is there to say about Harrogate Tin Pot get back in the conference?
Fair enough. I cannot beat that one. So, Claire, fair enough.
I like their spa town, but that's it.
Matt had to go one further and say he liked something about Harrogate.
I like something about Harrogate. The tea shop. Betty's.
I love you, Claire. You're so great.
Why? What have we done now?
I just love you.
I love you, Farley.
I love you, darling.
Love ya.
Oh,
Love ya.
Crawley 2.
I love ya. Whatever. Sorry. I love ya. Whatever, babes.
Funny.
You had a beer?
Have I had a beer? Jesus, you should see me once I've had a beer. You'll be like, oh my God. Is he like that? Even more. Bloody hell, if I had a beer, I would be sitting here naked. Jesus Lord. God, you can bet on that. Dear me. High on life. High on life.
Oh man, I've gone. Oh man. Crawley 2. Crew Alexandra 4. And am I right in saying Crawley's manager has been linked with the Gillingham job?
Yeah. Yes, and it was a good win for Crew. I know it took them up to third in the table. So they've kind of snuck up there. And managed to get some really good form in lately. The league's top scorers as well. So yeah, it was a good old win for Crew. Crawley seem to be tailing off a little bit now after the good start. And I don't think anyone's surprised by that, really. But they've really overachieved on what most people thought they would.
They have. They were actually my favourite to go down this season.
I think they were most people's.
Yeah. In the chat as well, Darren has put, I bet Farley smiles when his mum tells him off.
Do you know what? My mum is like the nicest person ever. She just doesn't tell me off.
How can anyone tell you off?
I know. My mum's great. I go for a run. I meet up with my mum every week to go for a run.
Aww.
Yeah, I love my mum. Yeah, I love my parents. They're at their top. But no, my mum never tells me off. She does.
That's cute. That's actually really cute.
Love you, Mum.
Gillingham 1, Notts County 2.
Yeah, Gillingham really well. Gillingham are just seem to be. I know they won on Tuesday, but since they've got rid of what's his face,
Neil Harris.
Yeah, I just don't think they're doing that well. I still think they've made a mistake sacking him.
I do.
I feel like they're going through a period where they've like broke up with their girlfriend, and then they're going through that grieving period of, oh no, we shouldn't have got rid of her.
It just seems like weird. Like they're not like they had a certain style of play that obviously Harris had was quite effective with normally, but I think they had a couple of injuries, didn't they? And they were struggling. But I just think it was just weird, and I still think it is.
Oh, look who we've got in the chat. Our lovely Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Evening, everyone. Sorry I couldn't be on
Go
tonight.
on, Anne.
We've missed you.
We love you, Anne.
We love you, Anne.
Love ya.
We love
We
you.
love ya. Anne, is it Bath or Bath?
Anne's gonna say Bath.
Please say Bath. Please say Bath.
It's going to say Bath is Sunderland,
Oh, oh
no.
no.
It's more northern than me and Claire.
So,
Crap.
talking about this next fixture, Mansfield, did anybody see the videos of Mansfield's ground on Saturday?
No.
Did
I?
The river was basically.
Yes, I did.
Right.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
My God, it's crazy.
Oh, bless. Graham in the chat as well. Oh, definitely cherish moments with your parents because you certainly miss them when they're gone. Oh, hope you're okay, Graham. Sending so much love. In the chat as well. And we had a player called Danny Bath, but he stepped over first one.
Oh, so he said it. It's Bath.
No, he's saying Bath.
Saying Bath.
No, I said Bath before Bath.
You didn't. You said, is it Bath or Bath?
I definitely said Bath.
Right. And if you think it's
I said Bath
just
before
put
Bath.
an R in the chat. And if you don't think it is, just put a laughing face to laugh at Farley.
I definitely said Bath. Is it Bath or Bath?
Next game, we have Salford 2, Swindon 2. Don't really know what to say about it. Salford are doing better, aren't they? They're scoring goals. Obviously, Swindon are going through a bit of a patch at the minute.
Matt Smith has scored 9 goals in 10 matches.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just one of those tubs of shit that you hate playing against, but you love when he's in your team.
I love it.
Just one of those big, beefy, really annoying bastards that no matter what they do, they just always irritate you because they just win every ball and they're just dead strong. I mean, fair play to it. You love him when
it's not Bath.
There you go. Answer Bath, man.
It's Bath. There's no R in it.
Oh, come on.
Hey, what's the next game?
It is Stockport 3, Grimsby Town 2. Go on, Claire. Give us your thoughts.
Go on, Claire, give us your
I was
thoughts.
going to skip it for banter.
I was ridiculously nervous going into this match because even though we'd won like 7 league games in a row, 8 in all competitions, I thought we're definitely getting beat because Grimsby are just our bogey team. Like, we hadn't won a league match against Grimsby since 17 years ago. Like, ridiculous. So we went ahead in the sixth minute because we had a corner and Will Collar was bundled over, like, ridiculous. There was just no need for it. And we got a penalty. So Louis Barry scored that penalty. Literally 2 minutes later in the 8th minute, Will Collar put a lovely ball through to Tanto, and he just scored like a man that's full of confidence, put us 2-0 up 8 minutes in. We were like, oh my God, what is happening? I had my little girl with me as well. She was loving all the atmosphere. She only won, bless her. So he was one-on-one. He just looked dead confident. And then not too much further later, Tanto was brought down by Eastwood, the keeper. Him and Louis Barry were having a little bit of an argument about who was going to take it. It made sense for Louis Barry to take it because he'd taken the first one and scored. But Tanto won the argument, so he took the penalty and he just put the ball wide, didn't even trouble the keeper. So obviously there's a little bit of arguments about that. The manager wasn't very happy with him. He's like, obviously they need the clarity, but we should not be swapping a penalty taker. But 2 penalties in one match is so rare. So Donovan Wilson made it 2-1 in stoppage time. There was some really slack county defending to let him back into the game, really. Grimsby then went on to start the second half really brightly. They kind of just looked a lot more of a threat. And in between all that, basically Ben Hinchliffe, our little hero Ben, managed to bring down one of their players, like a right clumsy challenge, to give them a penalty. So it's 3 penalties in one match, all in front of the Cheadle end. And as much as our fans tried to put him off and make the atmosphere a bit tense, Gavin Houlihan scored to level the match, which is really annoying from being in that winning position and having the chance to go 3-0 up. Yeah. And kind of from that point, it was dead even. Like, it just looked like both teams running back and forward. But in the 74th minute, we got a free kick, and Macaulay Southam Hales sent in a great free kick, and it was headed across the goal by Will Collar, and Louis Barry slotted home from close range. It was a bit contentious, and apparently there was a handball, but I've looked at the replay so many times, and I just don't think you can see it from the angle that the replay is on. We probably were lucky to get the win, if I'm being honest. I think the way we started the game, it was disappointing to let them come back into it like we did, but just such a good win. It was so even as well when you look at the stats. It was literally 50-50. Both had 11 shots. We had 3 corners, they had none. We had 1 more shot on target than they did. But like I say, like, the first time we've beaten them in 17 years, like, 8 wins in a row. Like, oh my God, just mega. Yeah, so it was just really nice to have this winning run, and we're actually 15 points ahead of where we were this point last season. I think we're on more points than Leyton Orient had at this point last season as well.
That's good. What's the situation with Louis Barry as well? Because isn't he injured? I don't know if it was last game he got injured or.
I'll come on to that and then
the next game. No problem at all.
So just for now, we'll let him bask in his glory of 2 goals in the match. That would have been a hat trick if he'd had scored the bloody penalty.
And then the last result of the week was Sutton United 2, Morecambe 3. They're not doing very well.
Sutton are really struggling, aren't they?
Really struggling.
Yeah.
Morecambe, but I think Morecambe are quite a decent team, aren't they?
They're just going very quietly about it, aren't they?
Yeah. Definitely surprising me anyway. I didn't really know what to expect of them this season because I know they were struggling off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
So doing very well. Right, let's get on to midweek game. So AFC Wimbledon 2, Accrington 4. So Accrington winning a game again, and they've still not got a contract.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get one either until this Andy Holt, isn't it? Until he gets a new buyer for the club, because what a really, really weird way to go about it. Like, it's not very professional.
No, it's not at all. And to be fair to John Coleman, he only left because he actually left Accrington to come to us when Keefield left us the first time. But obviously it didn't work out. And then he went straight back to Accrington, after it didn't work out with us. So I think he's one of the managers where he'll only really do it at Accrington. Like, put him anywhere else and he couldn't really do it. It's just like Mr. Accrington.
Yeah.
John Coleman. He's done a very good job there, though.
Yeah.
Very good job. Crewe Alexandra 0, Stockport 2. Another win.
We are Double League. So we went into this one. I was quite nervous, and it's kind of crazy because we've won 9 games in a row, 8 league games in a row. Like, what you're being nervous for? But I just had like this bad feeling, and I thought Crewe haven't lost at home since February. You just had this feeling that it was all just going to go wrong. I finished work at 6 o'clock. I'd had a nightmare of a day. Luckily, I didn't get food like Sam did. My friend's son. I'm sending you a WhatsApp after, Farley, with the picture. But yeah, the first half, it wasn't really too much to write home about, to be honest. We did well defensively. Crewe did well defensively. Not really that many. Crewe had no shots on target at all. We had a couple very tame efforts. Sadly, in the 25th minute, Louis Barry went over and he looked round at the ref thinking that he'd been kicked in the back of the leg. But then he realised that no one was around him. And he could not, he tried to get up, he couldn't put any weight on his leg. So he ended up getting stripped off. Sadly, it's since transpired that he has torn his hamstring and he requires an operation. So he's going to be out for 3 to 4 months.
Oh, that's sad. Especially
very, very sad.
As well.
He's in such good form. He scored 9 goals for us. He's assisted, I don't know how many, 2, 3, 4. And the saddest bit is, it just seemed so happy playing football. Like, every single day, he was just smiling. Like, even on the pitch when he's running, he's smiling. He's just doing what he loves to do. So I just wish him all the best, and hopefully, as selfish as it sounds, we don't really have to panic about anyone coming in for him in January, because he is effectively on a season-long loan. So if we keep him registered as a loan player, let him, get back to fitness and be with us for the run-in, and then hopefully he'll get a good move in the summer. If we go up to League One, I don't see why we won't buy him. But I certainly think that it's probably affecting the price tag that Aston Villa have got on him. Anyway, it's just really, really sad because he's in such good form. He's loved by everybody. It's really sad for him.
Even I love Louis Barry because of his podcast as well now.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll come back stronger, bless him. And I suppose the setback makes the comeback stronger. And I hope that's the case for him, because he just deserves it. It's just, if you have a son that wants to play football, I'd want my son to be just like Louis Barry and just enjoy himself. And I think with that in mind, like, he's the kind of person you'd want to look at as an inspiration to your kids, because he's just somebody doing what he loves doing. And it's really sad for him. We all love him, and we just hope that his comes back stronger, bless him.
Me too.
But
I hope he does.
The good thing about it was it gave Kyle Wootton a chance to come on and play more minutes, getting him back to fitness. So yeah, 25th minute, Kyle Wootton comes on the pitch. Half time arrives and still pretty much now going on. But in the 66th minute, we had a short corner. And
a short corner.
Sars kicks the ball. It wasn't the first one of the night, and I must add, every time I was like, I can't stop these short corners, they do me again. But this short corner, it works out so well, and they clearly practiced it. So Sars kicks the ball to Odin Bailey. Odin Bailey cuts it and just puts a really good cross into the box. And Kyle Wootton is 6 foot odd, elite, and he puts a header in the net. And I said on Twitter, if we used short corners that effectively all the time, then I would change my mind about them. My issue with short corners is where you lose possession and you don't use them effectively. And in those situations, it's just better and more useful to put the ball in the box. So if they actually want to use short corners effectively, then yeah, go for it. Like, no one's going to argue against it being a positive, are they? Anyway, kind of carried on a bit end to end. But Crewe never looked like scoring. They had long range efforts that went went wide. They just looked like they didn't shape up very well. And considering they're the league's top scorers, they look bobbins. Like in the 89th minute, Kyle Wootton did really well to dispossess Demetrio. He is meant to be like the best thing since sliced bread. And he had a bit of a shocker. They just lost possession. So Kyle Wootton slips the ball to Tanto. One player near him, Demetrio, gets back. But Tanto's on fire. Tanto just wants to score goals.
Tanto's on fire.
Oh,
no.
That song is sang all the time. So he scored, and believe it or not, he scored his 8th goal in 7 games.
Get in.
He's doing unbelievably well. And it's just so nice to see him have faith in himself, because at the start of the season, he didn't have faith in himself. And instead of shooting, he would pass the ball, or he would look and he'd have too much time and not know what to do with the ball. And then he'd mess up. Just seeing him do so well, I bloody love it. And you can see, like, we paid 100 odd grand for him. Like, good. It's worth it. Yeah, stats wise, 7 shots on target. Crewe had 5 shots none on target. 52% possession we had. I must say though, the referee was absolutely atrocious, like awful. And we had him in the National League the year we went up. And he was all right that game, but there wasn't really anything to do. But honestly, just Tuesday night, it was just shocking, like awful. But yeah, top of the league, enjoying it. I don't really look at the table this early in the season. I think you can't really take much notice of the table till Christmas, New Year. So it's just nice that we're up there and we're sort of meeting expectations somewhat, especially after a difficult start. So believe it or not, we've won 10 games in a row in all competitions. And until last season, until Dave Challoner came in 2 years ago, that had never happened. It's now happened 3 times. So Saturday we go after a new club record of winning 11 matches in a row.
Wow.
So we have Tranmere at home. So fingers crossed for that one. Looks like it's almost sold out. So we should have 9,000-10,000 there. It's just a good time to be a county fan, to be
I was
fair.
going to say, it sounds like really good times. And yeah, like we were saying before, you've said all along, haven't you? Like, even when obviously there were injuries, even when people was obviously on Challoner's back, straight away you've been like, no, I have faith in him. I believe that it will happen. We will have a good run. We will put a good run together. And you were right.
I never ever doubted it, and
No.
like literally never. And I'm glad that I was on here saying it, because a lot of people did. A lot of people were calling for him to be sacked, saying he's not doing the simple things well. He's not managing the team like he should. And then there was people coming out saying, I sat next to the players' family and they're unhappy because Challoner never speaks to us and asks us how we are, and like you just kind of get like, stop trying to make a bit of fuss.
Yeah.
And then since like Ethan Pye, he was on loan at Gateshead last year, he has just been absolutely superb. Odin Bailey, Salford want rid of him. Like, oh my God, what a good signing he's turned out to be. And when we signed him, it looked like we were just signing him as a panic to get someone in. So, like, he's really good. Sarcevic this season, oh my God, he's like a menace. It's like a man possessed. It's like we've just got, and the pleasing thing is we've got the team performing, the team playing for each other. So a lot of the time, we don't actually have a player in team of the week because it's a team game. And people are like, oh, how have we got no one in it? I don't care. Let us go about our thing as a team collectively. That's what's important.
Definitely. Just moving on as well, obviously. Doncaster 0, Salford 3. Great win for Salford. Forest Green 0, Barrow 2. I expected that result. Forest Green really struggling. Not surprised there. Grimsby 2, Colchester 3. Grimsby are really like, they're not getting points at all, have they, recently, Grimsby? As much as they're scoring, they're leaking a lot of goals.
It took him as far as he can.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon so.
But how well are Mansfield doing?
I was just about to say Mansfield 4, Harrogate 1. What a result from Mansfield. And I think we mentioned it either last week or the week before about obviously Clough, and he's doing really well there. And I was like, do you reckon he's under pressure this season to obviously do well, because they keep nearly getting there, don't they? But yeah, doing very well, especially with such a small squad as well. They never have a big squad, do they, Mansfield?
No, Clough, and it's Clough's choice. He doesn't want it.
Exactly.
I think it's just about, again, like players collectively doing it for each other and stepping into positions where they're not naturally affiliated. So I think they're just doing really well. I think they look like a solid outfit as well when you play them. So fair play to them.
Yeah, definitely. Another 4-1 as well, but a home win this time. MK Dons 4, Bradford 1.
Bottle jobs, Bradford, strike again.
Oh, that made me laugh. Yeah, they're a very inconsistent team at the minute, aren't they, Bradford? As much as they'll get a result, then they'll get a battering, and yeah. Don't know what to make of them at the minute.
They probably just need to get a manager in ASAP, really.
Definitely. Has anyone really been linked with the job? I've not really seen much about it.
Don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I've not really seen many people talking about that. Morecambe 1, Tranmere 0. As we said, Morecambe are going on about their business pretty quietly. They're doing pretty well, aren't they, Tranmere? Yet again, another loss. Notts County 3, Newport County 0. Expected that result, to be fair.
Yeah.
Swindon 0, Gillingham 1. With that game, I always thought it would be by the odd goal. Whoever would win, it would be by the odd goal. So yeah, didn't prove me wrong with that one. Proved me right. Walsall 1, Crawley Town 1. Not really much to say about that either, is it? And Wrexham 2, Sutton United 1. I expected that result. Definitely. Sutton aren't doing very well this season. Wrexham, obviously, getting another win.
Last minute.
That's what Wrexham are about, aren't they?
Elliot Lee, what a cracking goal. Oh, we forgot to mention the own goal at Grimsby.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen it?
Whether it hit the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I actually watched it at half-time, the Rochdale game. So obviously Rochdale Gateshead, I was just flicking through on Twitter and I was like, oh, what's this? I watched it. I was honestly in stitches. It really made me laugh. It's so comical, isn't it?
Look at that beautiful table, guys.
I know. Just before we look at the table, Aled has put, we weren't great against Sutton, one of our poor performances of the season, quite slow and only in the closing stages. We showed some urgency, we fight to the end, a rocket of a goal from Lee. But to be fair, that kind of thing gets you, like we were saying about Portsmouth as well, because they are up there and they're on such a high.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, does it, if you're doing well? And those kind of goals are what can change, will obviously change a game and confidence. So, yeah, it doesn't matter, obviously, if it was a poor performance at the end of the day. It's just down to the goals, isn't it?
That's what the good sides do. The good sides find a way to win, but they don't play well.
Exactly.
Choo! Choo!
Choo
choo!
Top of the table, then we have Stockport on 32 points.
Port of the Stock.
I know, the Port of the Stock. We have Notts County second on 30 points. Wrexham on 27 points in third. Playoffs are Mansfield on 26 points, Crewe on 26 points, Accrington on 26 points, and Gillingham on 25 points. Then we have the bottom two teams in the relegation zone are Forest Green in 23rd on 10 points and Sutton United on 7 points.
I think Sutton will stay at the bottom. The other one, I think it'll be between Forest Green, Tranmere and Colchester.
Yeah.
Forest Green. They go from Leeds.
I still think Harrogate might struggle again. I don't know if Harrogate will be dragged into it a bit. Fingers crossed. I don't want them coming into our league.
I'm going to call it again. My relegation teams, I'm going to have Sutton and Bottle Jobs Bradford. They'll be getting relegated.
Imagine, no, Bradford won't get relegated.
Bottle Jobs Bradford. Sorry.
We've got Mr. Luke in the chat. Look at this, everyone. The best league in the world. I completely disagree with that because I'm not liking it right now. So you might, Mr. Luke, but right now I'm not liking it. So we have got AFC Filed 1, Ebbsfleet 1. I actually think Ebbsfleet had one sent off as well. If anyone can help me in the chat, I'm pretty sure they did. But yeah, one of them games. Didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. Aldershot 2, Hartlepool 1. Hartlepool are really, really struggling at the minute. And I don't think it's just on the pitch as well. I'm sure there's a lot going on off the pitch.
Raj's statement.
I looked at it, but it didn't kind of it just seemed like it was the same old what's been going on.
Basically, no one good enough to come forward to buy the club, so it's as it is.
Yeah, it's a bit similar to our situation at the minute. I was talking to I don't know, you probably know Jill, you know, her Game 2 ambassador for Hartlepool. And me and her are obviously like going through the same thing at the moment. We got relegated together, and then obviously our clubs, it's the same situation where we're looking for outside investment coming in, and it's not really happening. So yeah, it's not good at the minute. But I know Hartlepool have got a lot of injuries as well, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Because they had a really good start, didn't they, to be fair to them? A really good start.
Yeah.
Altrincham and Dorking was postponed. Barnet 3, Maidenhead 2. Barnet winning. Yeah, definitely. Bromley 3, Oxford City 1. That was expected as well. Bromley, I'm sure Bromley are in the top 3 now.
Yeah.
Chesterfield and Gateshead was postponed, but I am not surprised because I don't know if you saw that as well, where the river and obviously it had all burst because of a storm, so it was underwater. Mr. Luke in the chat as well. We won a water polo game against Chesterfield, typical Vanarama. Dagenham 2, Woking 1, Eastleigh 3, York City 1. York have got a lot of injuries. I'm sure, from what I've read, I'm sure it's 9 or 10 injuries.
Yeah,
and obviously they signed a lot of players, and I think most of them have obviously got injured. So yeah, they're really, really struggling at the minute, York. FC Halifax 2, Kidderminster 1.
Yeah, expected.
Definitely. Rochdale 3, Oldham 4. Wow. What a nightmare of a game. First half, we were absolutely terrible. And I mean, for a derby, we just didn't show up. Oldham fans were an absolute joke. And it says something. You know what I went through with them Chesterfield fans, Claire, when they were all coming at me. And I had Chesterfield fans messaging me saying, what's going on with Oldham? They did the same at our place. They were all fighting. They were all coming on the pitch. They were all trying to get in our stand and fighting our fans. It was just an absolute joke. Fans racially abused one of our players as well. So it was just, honestly, it was an absolute nightmare. First half, we didn't show up at all. And then second half, obviously, we kind of got into the game, but Tyree Sinclair, our best player, went off injured with a hamstring injury. So it's not looking good for us. We are really struggling at the minute. Squad depth, we've got no money.
Let's get looking at some loans.
Honestly, at the minute, it's just awful. Like, we had a small squad anyway, and I always knew it was going to be tough. But yeah, it was just a joke. But to be fair, towards the end of the game, we could have got an equaliser. We didn't, but we could have got an equaliser. So, yeah, it's a derby.
God's sake, Oldham.
We lost. I know. Fuming. Yeah, Lisa in the chat. Carnage. Mr. Luke, embarrassment. Some of the Oldham fans completely agree. And I just want to point out, it is some Oldham fans. I'm not going to sit here and call every Oldham fan, because there's some good ones, there's some bad ones. But yeah, the ones who obviously were causing trouble. Why?
Oldham are just, how do I put it? Oldham are just like, they're just such a plain club, Oldham, aren't they? They're just, do you know what? Actually, I actually thank Oldham for getting Cole Piagiani off them, actually. Whenever I see Oldham, I just kind of tip my hat to them like that. That's all I do. Whenever I see Oldham Athletic's name come up now, I just kind of do that for them giving us Cole Piagiani, basically.
I do like Piagiani, to be fair.
I bet you do.
Oh,
no, bet
not
you
like
Cole Piagiani.
Oh, no, I like him good because he played for us.
Yeah.
Captain in League One. Oh, of course he did. Yeah, I forgot about that.
We loved him first.
I love Carl. What a guy. And do you know what's really weird? When we went up to League One, a lot of people went, he won't be good enough. He's been brilliant in League One.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. What a result for Southend.
I know. I was actually going to say, and I actually said this before, when there was rumours about them being took over, and obviously before it happened, I actually said, and I don't know what podcast it was on, which show it was of ours, but I said, if they get took over and everything's fine with Southend, I think they will get playoffs. And
you did say that.
I still stand by that, and I think, from what they have been like, the squad depth that they had, the troubles they went through, and just the togetherness and just everything about Southend, they're pulling out results, the fans are on a high, and honestly, I still stand by that. I think they will get playoffs. And
could do.
I hope they do. Honestly, I really hope they do, because they're a club that have had their struggles, and from someone obviously being in charge and not running them the right way, and to nearly not having a football club, I really want Southend to do well.
Yeah, I do.
I really do. And fair play to them. 5-0 against Solihull Moors as well.
Bloody annoying Solihull. They just always find a way to be up there. Annoying.
They do.
They're like Bromley. Bromley are the same, aren't they?
Pointless.
And then Wealdstone 1, Boreham Wood won. I can't really say much about that game, to be fair. I'm sorry, guys, but I've not got much to say. And then next set of results, we have got AFC Fylde. I was buzzing about this result, though I hate Fylde. AFC Fylde 3, Oldham Athletic 0. Obviously, I think the kickoff got delayed because there was an electrical issue, so it was an 8 o'clock kickoff. Just before anyone corrects my timings in the chat. And then I think Liam Hogan got sent off, Scott Hogan's brother, for Oldham, and AFC Fylde then just were more clinical. The extra man kind of helped them dominate, and 3-0. And I'm happy with that result, to be fair. I don't like Fylde, but because of Oldham and racially abusing our player, I'm happy.
Nah.
Aldershot 4, Maidenhead 2. Lots of goals in that game. Aldershot are putting a good run together.
Yeah, they are.
Doing very, very well. Scoring a lot of goals as well. Altrincham 1, Kidderminster 1. I was quite shocked about this result because obviously Kidderminster have been a bit meh, and Altrincham have obviously got a lot of attacking players, and they've been smashing it, And
just a bit of an off day, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. And fair play to Kidderminster as well. Barnet 1, Solihull Moors 1. Could have gone either way. Both teams doing pretty decent.
Yeah.
I kind of thought Barnet had edged it because obviously they're at home.
Yeah.
And obviously, Finn gave the confidence of Solihull might have been knocked by Southend, but good point for both teams.
Yeah.
Bromley 2, Dorking 1. Bromley are doing very well at the minute. Dorking, I absolutely love their manager. I'm sorry, but I absolutely love him.
It's great, isn't it? It's great.
Did you see the FA Cup qualifier game when they lost and he came out and said his players are all shit?
Yeah, it's like a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, I love him.
He's my hero. He is my hero. And then we've got Chesterfield 4, York 0.
No surprise.
That result. Yeah, no surprise at all. Dagenham 1, Boreham Wood 3. It's one of them. It could have gone either way, I think. Eastleigh 0, Woking 1.
Yeah, fair.
FC Halifax 2, Hartlepool 1. I'm pretty sure FC Halifax have won the last
6, isn't it?
I'm going to say, is it 5 or 6 games? They're doing very
well.
well.
When they're putting together.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I ask a question? Why do, right, and I've never known this, but why do some football clubs put FC before their name rather than FC after?
Is it not if they've gone bust and they reform?
I was going to say, didn't Halifax as well?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's just to kind of, if they have gone bust or something, just to, because they have to come up as a whole different team, don't they? So instead of completely changing.
Yeah.
Rochdale 2, Gateshead 2. I will read out Mr. Luke's first and give my version. I thought it was a game of two halves, really. We were dreadful in that first half. That second goal was just our shambolic defending, but then we responded to very well in the second half. Cannot argue with that. Credit where credit's due. Gateshead goals, both of them were very, very good goals. I don't know if any of you have seen our first goal. It was an absolute worlder. Mr. Luke as well. Please let me know what you thought of a Chegbolam's goal. It was really good. But yeah, it's just typical Rochdale. And I come on week in, week out, and I say, we show up in one half, or we don't show up in the other half. And it is honestly the tale of two halves. But I just think the squad depth and everything at the minute, the injuries are not helping us. Really sad news as well. Our striker, Devante Rodney, Jim McNulty came out in his interview after the Oldham game and said that he actually has a heart condition. So they don't really know what's going on at the minute. So that's really, really sad.
Yeah, sad. Hopefully he gets that sorted.
Yeah, he said whatever happens, obviously, we're all supporting, we're all behind him. But yeah, that's just really sad. Tyree Sinclair, as I mentioned, is injured. Ferguson went off injured in the Oldham game as well, our defender. It just kind of shows with us, like, we can't really compete with some of these teams, and it's kind of a bit of a reality check where we are at the minute. And I am kind of hoping there'll be someone who wants to come and invest in us at some point, but it is a bit of a reality check, this league, and I just think to myself, like, this is where we are competing at. And to be fair, the last few seasons have kind of like got worse and worse. And with this league now, it is nice because we are getting some results, but I don't think we have actually had a win in, is it 5 or 6 games now, which is quite worrying.
Yeah, after the season you had, I think it probably is good to have a season of like stabilising. You know, accept that you're going to have some defeats. You know, enjoy the wins that you get, but just enjoy a season of not struggling for relegation. I don't think you'll have any struggle. Probably mid-table is not a bad place to be the season after you're relegated without investment.
Exactly. Just going back to the chat as well, Mr. Lucas put, it was an incredible goal as well as our goal from Ed Francis. Our support was incredible, singing non-stop, and I praised our fans on Twitter for it because it meant so much to the club. I completely agree. Great fans were singing all the way through. Like I mentioned, I thought both of their goals were really good goals. We played some really good football as well, Gates said. Really good football. Southend 3, Ebbsfleet 0. Southend again with a win. And then Wealdstone 3, Oxford City 1. We'll have a quick look at the table. So we have got Chesterfield, no shot there. Top spot on 41 points. Barnet in second on 39. And then we've got Bromley on 32. Playoffs are Solihull Moors in fourth on 31 points. Altrincham on 28 points. Then FC Halifax and Aldershot below them on 27 points. Then we
have 16, 41 points.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
I know.
They've basically confirmed survival by October.
And they've still got a game in hand.
I know.
What? Even
Barnet,
though, 39. What?
It's
crazy.
mental. Absolutely mental. In the chat as well, let's have a look. Lisa has put, well said, Shah. I hope we can finish midway, end of the season. I'd be happy with that, to be fair, as long as we don't get relegated. Mr. Luke, all the best for the rest of the season, Shah. I felt bad for Rochdale, especially after speaking to some of your fans after the game. Aw, thank you.
Aww.
And then in the relegation zone, we have Oxford City on 14 points, Kidderminster also on 14 points, and then AFC Fylde and Maidenhead on 13 points. So that's the end of the football chat. We've got there. But everyone's favourite time. I do not know where Claire has been. Sam sends me the email just before the podcast, and because of this title here, that's all I see when I upload it, so I have no idea where Claire has been.
You look like a waxwork there, Claire.
Eh?
I said, that image of you looks like you're a waxwork at Madame Two Swords.
Oh, thanks, mate.
No, it looks like...
That was going to a football match. I think it was Wimbledon.
I love it.
Should we find out where Claire has been?
Oh, please. Please.
First of all...
Come on, the Gypsy King! Oh, keeping Fury Garden and fighting their face off.
Who's that? Ooh, hello.
Do you not know who they are, Claire?
I know who Tyson Fury is.
Ah.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, Sam.
It's got a hand on Tyson's gut. Look.
It's the wave the arms. It's not even your court.
Oh, yeah. Man. That is amazing.
That is quality. And then she became the new coach on The Voice. But did they vote through the act? Sharon, Claire, and Leslie.
That is comical. Sharon, Claire, Leslie.
That is funny.
So in the chat, we have got
God.
Mr. Luke, we're hey, and everyone is laughing. Oh, should we find out where have you been next, Claire? Of course he did, as it was ants singing.
Chris,
Look at me go, Auntie
But apart from Leslie, who hates Christmas, she didn't put Ant through. But Auntie Trudy was there in her new bin bag coat.
Oh
So
my
Ant got through.
God. Oh my
It does
God.
look like a bin bag and all, doesn't it?
Oh man, this is quality. Everybody is laughing in the chat. I don't blame you as well. This is absolute quality. Where was she next, Claire? She popped to Corrie for a few drinks with Nick and Pfeiffer in the Rovers return.
That sounds like that Pfeiffer, or am I going out my mind in that?
Where's the leg?
She's got little trotters.
I'm confused about the legs.
She's got little trotters.
I haven't got any legs.
You've got whoever the other person was in that picture, you're wearing their shorts. But yeah, Nick actually said he knows our northern slang because he's a fan of Corrie and he watches Corrie and Emmerdale. So yeah, you've got a few drinks in the Rovers. Oh man, I'm crying.
That's the best one yet.
I'm gone. I am gone. Team Jeffs and Nick. Nick, there at the front.
Oh my God, the editing is unbelievable on that one. No, do you know what one it is for me? It's the one in the red coat to the right with the hands in the pockets. I love that one.
No, the new bin bag coat is a disgrace.
That has been edited so well.
Yeah, it has.
Wow.
I'm actually, honestly, my eyes. Credit to Sam.
That's
the
your best one yet, that one, Sam.
That is brilliant. Nick at the front as well.
I know.
Look at the legs. I love it. And that is where Claire has been this week. I mean, how did you manage to fit crew in there as well? Both Stockport games while doing all of this?
Incredibly organised.
Incredibly organised.
Everyone in the chat is laughing.
Oh God, that was funny.
That was good.
That is absolutely brilliant. But we have come to the end of our podcast finally. It's been a long one. It's been a double game week, but we have made it. Claire, if anybody wants to find... Actually, do you know what? I don't know where anyone can find you. You could be anywhere.
It's a mystery.
If anybody wants to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, SharX.
Sharks.
RAFC.
Yeah. Claire_Jeffs on Twitter. But I spell Claire the Saints way without an I.
I'm actually crying still.
That was a joke.
Matt, where can everybody find you?
Woo! Everyone can find me at 11 o'clock at night, and the neighbours must be going fucking up to it again. Yeah, no, if you want to go and follow me, guys, go to... do you know what? I've forgotten my personal... No, I've remembered it again. It's Farley SFC 1994. Go and follow me on Twitter. And also go and give the podcast a follow at TSFC Podcast, the biggest podcast in League One. Go and give it a follow.
Definitely do. And if anybody wants to follow me, I don't know why you would, but if anybody does want to follow me, I am SharXRAFC. That's on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and my Her Game 2 stuff is Rochdale HGT if anybody wants to keep up to date on that. But most importantly, where can you find the podcast? You can find us on Threads. X, sorry. I always get mixed up now. It's not Twitter. You can find us on X. We are Absolute Ball Pod. On YouTube, Absolute Football Podcast. Same on Twitch. On TikTok, we are Absolute Football Pod. Instagram and Threads, we are Absolute Football Podcast _ Facebook, we are the Absolute Football Podcast. We have a new change to the time on Monday's Premier League pod. We are now live from 8:30, so we do need to update this picture. And then same again on Thursdays for the lower league show. That is 8:30. And very exciting news coming. In the next few weeks, we should be having and launching our new WSL show. Woo-hoo! Not only will we be covering the WSL League, we will be doing a championship of the WSL as well. So yeah, very, very, very exciting times. But thank you so much to everyone in the chat. I cannot name you all. You are all brilliant. You support us week in, week out.
We love ya.
We love you all so
We
much.
love ya.
You make this podcast, honestly. We couldn't do it all without you. And good luck for the weekend with all your football teams. Hopefully. What was that? Sorry.
Apart from Tranmere.
Apart from Tranmere and Hartlepool, because we play Hartlepool.
And Derby.
And Derby.
Come on, the borough. Come on, the boys.
Thank you so much for sticking with us tonight, guys, and have a lovely weekend.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.